Well, thank you guys for joining. Um, I'll do a little bit more in depth, kind of getting a Cliff Notes version to get Raya caught up.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, no, no, you're good. Um, if I recall, Raya, we ended off um, on, we were still on Verses, and you guys had just finished the stuff with the cave, where you'd learned that Rejuvenor was actually working towards um, combating the swarm invasion. Um, you guys still were kind of contemplating what this all meant and everything. He had given you guys a little bit of equipment to help with fighting the swarm, and you guys had done a little bit of shopping before you were going to leave Verses. One of the main things was you had upgraded some of the stuff on the ship. Right after this, Nia and Glarb had been sent by the PWC to assist you guys. When they showed up, they had recommended that you needed to talk to Premix Kumara Melacruz, who updated you guys on that. The PWC knew more about what was going on with the swarm than what they had previously told you, but the inner circle was not comfortable with making it public knowledge that the swarm had several agents on planets in the solar system. You guys had then quickly made your way to Castrovel, where you had been confronted with a swarm vessel that was trying to prevent you from being able to land on the planet, specifically saying that the free captains were a threat to the swarm. Following that starship encounter, you guys had landed on the planet, where you met with Chancellor Priapatis, the ruler of the planet. While verbally to you, he was saying that everything about Rejuvenor being on the planet and the swarm having an infestation was complete malarkey. His wife had contacted you guys through telepathic link and had updated you that, per the PWC's wishes, they weren't allowed to vocalize what was really going on the planet. But she had mentioned that Rejuvenor had arrived about a month earlier, had set up a liberation force, and um, that you guys basically alluded to where you needed to go in order to link up with him and hopefully take out the swarm threats. Nia got a special message um, where she had mentioned that the void might be the key to combating the swarm, or void. The void in itself was a important aspect that was related with the swarm. Whether that's what they used to combat or something that we needed to use against them, that wasn't clarified. Following this, the party had made their way to the Hill, which was the Liberation Force's sort of base of operations. As soon as they had come up onto the hill, the guards there recognized John on sight and told him where he could find Rejuvenor in the central node of the planet, or the hive there. Meeting up with Rejuvenor, Rejuvenor was holding a meeting with the other heads of the Liberation Force, one of which was Anahi, which is an android Barathu. That was their Witch Warper logistics officer. There was also Blaine, the cybernetic Nexcancy soldier, who's their commander of arms. There was the android Skittermander operative, Celia, their intelligence officer. There also was Exavis, their cybernetic Aster precog, which was their medical officer. Rejuvenor was overjoyed to be reunited with John, but quickly got down to business on relaying what they knew. They showed a map of Castrovel with a bunch of different circles. There was one really big circle and a couple smaller circles. What they filled in is that through their intelligence and just sort of knowledge they gained as they've been handling the swarm, they quickly realized there's a central creature that creates a zone that the swarm mind or the hive mind can essentially reach out to. Outside of those circles, the hive mind had no power essentially. So any of the soldiers they pulled out of those ranges would be released from the hive mind. Um, and ones that had been under hive mind control for a very long time would die immediately. This is where the medical officer showed the brains of a couple different of the ones that had been pulled out. The ones that had been under the hive mind control, there was a section of it that was very engorged and gray, kind of implying that um, its mental faculties were 100% reliant on the hive mind. They did mention that one of the circles had disappeared right before you guys had arrived, and they attributed this to the ship that you guys had destroyed in space. So they think that the overall hive mind controlling the planet is on a ship orbiting Castrovel that is currently stealth, which is why they haven't been able to locate it. They had developed a plan to go deep into the enemy territory to try and take out this hive mind that is controlling all the drones here on the planet. One that would take out all the land based, and then they're hoping that there is a way to get to the ship or where the ship is in orbit once they get into that facility. Rejuvenor wasn't necessarily tasking you guys with it, but did ask if you wanted to go. And the party kind of deliberated a little bit as they explored the hive here, where it became clear that whatever culture existed here has kind of slowly gone over to military tactics. Right as you guys had met back up with Rejuvenor to make your decision on whether or not you were going to help him, which you guys have decided to, the hive had been attacked. Overcomes, the other Liberation Force officers had implied that because of the attack on the swarm ship in orbit, that the swarm moved up their attack onto the hive, and they told Rejuvenor that he needed to leave now to make his assault onto the sort of swarm base located at El Dorado. We're going to say, Raya, this is where you got split up from the party. You had been meeting with the technomancers that were at the Liberation Force Hill and weren't able to link back up with the party at that moment. The rest of the party had made their way to El Dorado, where the town was completely barren. On the way, they had been kind of ransacked by a couple swarm vehicles, which kind of gave a chase sequence where they separated themselves from the two swarm vehicles and were able to make the rest of the trip unhindered. But it was a barren wasteland. All the homes were abandoned, and really the only sign of activity was a hole down into the underground beneath the city. Despite the trepidations that they had of going down into that sort of area, the party made their way in, and they have slowly been making their way through the swarm base. The first level had a little bit of contact with some swarm drones, but they did walk away with quite a bit more gear. So specifically, they cleared out the mess hall last session and the hibernation chamber. After this, they were able to take out a lone sentry in the hallway using a dead body as a distraction.
That was fun.
They then were able to locate the armory and the medical bay. So what I am tracking is John has one serum of rejuvenation. Glarb took the other serum of rejuvenation and the quick step serum. T took the regeneration serum and one adaptum serum. Nia has a Nectar of Flame's Glory and one adaptum serum. From the armory, T was able to pick up a disintegrator pistol liquidator. Glarb took a Plasma Guide Series 28, which was a sniper rifle. John picked up the Vesk Overplate 1. Nia grabbed the Dust Manta Hide, which was a set of armor, and the Electric Prod Impulse model. Those ones specifically, she was intending on taking more as some items to sell at a later time. Following this, they had made their way down onto the second level, which is the map that you see here. Glarb had went down to the far end of the hallway where that T section is.
Cookie! Hey! That plate's not for you. Cookie?
Ooh. Here, I'm gonna go get my water and look here.
I didn't want you.
Glarb had seen a couple of enemies down at the end of the hallway and kind of relayed that back to T. T was kind of inspecting the two rooms that are right up here where Rejuvenor is currently placed. He could hear some noise behind them, but the doors were locked. Based off of it, he could tell there was a lot of ventilation and thought they might be some holding cells, or John believed that they could be bringing in fresh air. Ultimately, it was decided to take out the enemies down at the end of the hallway first. As soon as they had engaged on the two enemies they could see, they realized there was two more around the corners, resulting in a little bit more of a fight than they were originally planning. Without too much of hassle, they were able to take them out and then kind of come back to finish investigating the rooms down here at the beginning of the hallway. T, based off of some smuggling knowledge, was able to kind of like piece together that these rooms were venting hot air out of the rooms. So whatever's going in there was probably important, and he recommended that they vandalize the machinery in there. When they attempted to unlock the door, the check was failed, and the alarms were set off.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
As the alarms are going off, you guys will see Raya and Krieg coming down the hallway. Krieg is an anthropomorphic dog, and Rejuvenor will vouch for him, saying he's one of mine. He's a bodyguard. Obviously, you guys recognize Raya.
Hello, Raya. It took you quite some time.
Hi, John. I missed you too.
I stink.
That's
Can I have like the green?
That's
S's
only if
above
you
it?
have decided to consume the potion. You do
Oh.
not have to yet.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
I mean, we can just don't say
I
that.
will stink soon.
Preempting or
Go ahead and position your guys where you want in the hallway, and then we'll roll for initiative.
I'm coming in, right? So I'll probably be in the back.
Just as a reminder for the group, because it's been a minute, I have 1 first level spell left and 2 second level left.
I have a chamber in my gen.
Do we have written? Because I think we did today. Okay. As we're leading into combat here, there is 1 enemy in this room, 1 enemy in this room, 2 in that room, and 2 in this room.
Oh boy. Do we have a character for Ryan?
I haven't been introduced yet.
Oh, I guess that's true, right?
Oh, sorry. I didn't have you in my notes because when I wrote them, it wasn't a thing. You would have also been with Ryan Krieg as you guys were coming down the hallway.
I came with her from the whatever.
The Liberation Force, yeah.
Yeah, the Tech Master. That's where I'm at.
Yeah, there we go. How I'm going to do this is I'm going to roll enemies based off of
I think that was
rooms.
one of the gray ones. I'm not sure.
Do you want this one?
Sure.
There's that one or this like pirate kind of one?
I'll go with you. Yeah.
Perfect.
So initiative.
Yes. Yeah, we'll leave Krieg off for now. If he makes it in while we're still in the middle of combat, then we'll kind of play him from there. But
Keep it at 20.
The squares work the same way as D&D, just except diagonal movement is a little different.
diagonal is 5 for the first one, 15 for the second. We had to child lock it because we woke up one morning to her having spent like $20 or $30 a game
Oh no.
because she was buying like the resources to be able to do stuff again.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
So we had to
had
child
many
lock
a
it.
times when William was first learning how to use the TV.
Do you need to know?
I know, I just need to hit
Oh, we
These are
have
the dice.
individually purchased
Oh.
every episode of Blaze
Can you
Monster
just give me a
Machines.
d20?
Oh my god.
Blaze. Get the
Wow.
monster machines.
Really?
Yeah, I shouldn't have rolled on
Not buying the season. No, we have to
Better.
buy each episode individually.
I'll go with the roll on here.
Oh my god.
I have an L plus 3
She,
initiative.
she's like, I rolled pretty low in here. I wish I did. I'm like, oh, roll dice. And she rolled even worse.
What was it?
a 3 and then a 2.
I guess I'll use
Hey, don't worry about it.
I like how those are like the previous ones. And you're like, I guess I'll have to.
do you mind if I use these?
I just assumed.
Yes,
they were out.
any of the dice over there are free game to use.
Okay.
I have my dice over here, so
Where was the initiative on this thing?
should be up at the top if I'm not mistaken.
Yep. It's up by
Okay.
your EAC, KAC, and
Oh,
CFA.
okay, okay.
Oh, I like how pointy the
I'm so
edges
sorry.
are.
Where's them?
Yeah, I got those in the silicone dice for I think
So
Father's
whatever
Day.
you roll plus that, right?
Yes.
I like
Okay.
rolling new dice. But
You gonna
also
come play?
old Dice. It just sits there
Yeah.
and rolls until.
Okay, we're rolling initiative, so have them put Sparks where you want
You
to.
want me to
Be up
move
there.
over, or do you just want to sit right here?
Okay, and Sparks' sheet's there, so someone can help you with the numbers. I think.
Let's see here. You get a +2.
So wait, is that 12?
Yeah.
Is it 30?
Yeah.
Do you want to roll it?
Roll our numbers.
Go ahead and roll it on here.
Or on top of this, if you'd rather.
Let's see. Okay. Alright, so your number is 17.
Oh no. The fight music started. I don't like this. You know, you're in the game and you pass like a certain part. You're
Yeah.
like, never
Do not
mind.
pass go. Do not collect $200.
Yeah.
Music changes, the room opens up, you see extra loot.
You're like,
packs,
never
and you're
mind, go back.
There was a save point right before that.
There's a suspicious amount of electric guitar playing now.
Yeah. Immediately exiting out. Last save.
God, this wine is so good.
I'm glad you're playing with us on this.
We picked up, God, like 6 bottles of it.
Understandable.
Well, I mean, you can drink a wine bottle for 2 minutes if you wanted to. It's like 2 glasses of wine each, basically. Wine bottles.
Do you think it's a wine bottle thing or is it a
Well, yeah, because like,
Because you're meant to just have like enough to swirl around in your cup, not to fill it up to like the
See,
United
they,
States.
yeah, when they're like, oh, a serving size is like 13 whatever.
Right.
Like, I get like 4 of those servings.
the real money is in box wine.
Yeah.
Okay. What do we got for initiative?
24 for T.
24 for John.
So you probably beat me.
My
What's your
dex is,
I got 15.
my dex is,
Let's go.
Nia got 15. Okay, who's got the higher dex?
Yeah, he's got the higher dex.
Okay. Who had the higher dex between you two?
Nia's got a 16 for her dex.
I got a 16 for that.
Oh, crap.
Roll
Yeah, roll again. Yeah.
Let it go.
10.
A
Let's see if
10.
you wanna roll
A 4.
Okay, so Neil go first. What do we have from Riley? I guess I should have actually made sure I had your name before.
It's Delilah.
Delilah. That is fantastic. What'd you roll?
A 6.
Okay.
uh,
Sparks.
got 17.
Sparks got a 17. Nice. Okay. So our initiative is going to be
Plus 2.
John, followed by T. And then it'll be room 1, which will be the one closest to Raya. Physical person at the table, not the character.
Sorry.
Yeah, you can grab some one of those markers.
Alright, I want to mark which room is what.
Yeah, so top corner closest to me is room 1. Across from that is room 2, room 3, room 4.
So, oh.
I bet your dad wouldn't care
What?
if she wrote on these zippers.
Yeah, you could write on the ground. Then it'll be
Mama,
Nia,
I wrote what I got.
followed by Raya.
I got
Oh, sorry, Sparks, Nia, Raya.
I know. Not downstairs.
Did I get these right, Don?
Should be 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. After Raya will be room 4.
Oh, geez, they're all coming out.
After that will be Delilah.
That's who I'm playing. That's my guess.
And then room 2, and then room 3. Room 3 rolled a nat 1.
I rolled a nat 20 for my initiative roll.
Oh, nice. And before I forget, I should roll for Rejuvenor.
Oh yes, our buddy.
I'm using one of the pins.
I have the initiative feat.
I still went first. How's that?
And
Okay, initiative.
Rejuvenor will go. Rejuvenor will go after Delilah.
Yeah, plus 4.
Oh,
Okay. John, it is in your court.
Alright. I'll pull out a can of aerosol spray to imply that it's bug spray. And I'll say, it's gassing time. I will pull out my boomer rifle. And just sort of like, are these doors opening, or are they like, do I have to open them to get inside?
You would have to open them to get inside currently. Mostly because you guys you and T both roll initiative higher than any of the other rooms, so none of them have acted yet. So the doors are currently closed.
I'll kneel down and say, I think I have enough time to update. So I will,
So the two closest, these two front ones
uh,
are locked. These two are unlocked. So you could potentially open up the doors
I will
and make an
actually-
attack if you'd like.
I'll hang to the corner of this room right here by the door.
I haven't followed back up yet, but
And I'll train my rifle on this room right here, and once the door opens and I see an enemy, I will fire.
okay. So you hold an action for the door to open.
Yes.
All right, that will bring us to T.
Okay.
Mama,
Yeah, you got hearts.
what color is my vest? This one, this one, or this one?
I like this one.
Okay.
All color.
Am I able to hear, like, the disturbances as far as noises are concerned from each of the 4 rooms?
Give me a perception check, only because the alarm is currently blaring.
Mom,
Okay, I'll sit.
I mean, that's a 14 with a 3.
Oh, jeez. I would say you can kind of hear some scuffling. The front 2 rooms there that only have one enemy based off your detect dots, it's hard to make out anything in those over the alarm and ventilation, so you're not sure on those. But the other 2 rooms seem to be significantly quieter, so you can make out some scuffling coming towards the doors.
Wow.
Okay.
I just erased it and that's the color.
Wow.
I'm. Okay, sorry. I think I'm just going to position myself in a way that I can be safer.
I think you can.
I'm sure you can.
It's easy sometimes.
Sometimes
Or
the
go
eraser
here.
doesn't want to do
If
it.
they
though.
pop out, it should still be within range. Oh, I'd have to be right here.
Wanna make beautiful
Cover me.
colors?
I promise, this is strategic.
Mia looks back at T, being so much smaller. Are you sure this is a good idea? Okay.
I'm certain.
All right, Sparks, what would you like to do? So currently the hallway, you can't see any of the enemies. You would have to open doors to be able to see any of the enemies.
Do you want to try opening one of the doors?
Do you want to see the map so you can see what's going on?
You can probably go stand in this room right there.
Wait, I'm tiny. Ta-da.
Okay, so there are bad guys in this one, this one, this one, and this one. You are right here. They haven't come out yet. So you need to decide what you want to do before they come out.
Do you want to knock on one of the doors?
Yeah.
Okay, which
door?
Which one?
So John
Forget the rules. You can pick whatever you want.
John has positioned himself ready for the door that he's near.
It's a
Well,
spark.
this one's locked.
Well, all of them are.
No, just the two.
These are locked, and then these are technically open.
They're not open, but they're not locked.
Okay, so we'll put sparks.
So you could open one of the doors if you'd like, Buckernut.
Okay.
You want to open that one?
You want to knock on the door and say something funny? What should you say?
What are you going to say?
Mommy cute.
No, you choose. It's
No.
your character.
It's your character, Buckernut.
I'm reading her book.
Okay, what are you going to say as you knock on the door?
Silly.
Okay, are you
Say,
op-
it's time to spark.
Are you going to hit the button to open it when you knock on it? Okay.
Spark inside.
Yeah, I also like
That wins.
She just goes up to the doors.
Yeah.
Okay.
Please.
Mom.
As you see this door open, you can see a Sheeran and a thread.
I fire my boomer rifle.
All right, which one are you aiming at?
The
Sure.
the one that has the reddish looking hair with the glasses.
Okay.
Oh, that's really good. More than 20 something. 27.
Okay, go ahead and roll me some damage.
What do you need?
I will.
I draw the same thing you do with
2d6.
and star guys.
Oh. I
You
should
can
try
draw a
this.
moon like these ones.
Got a couple of those 90-degree angles. That's going to be a total of 12 points of boomer damage.
You see this hit pretty solidly on the Sheeran there.
Okay.
Out of each two.
That will bring us to room 1.
Sorry.
In room 1,
Well, you could arrange the lines on the inside
the
and make it so it only has the outside.
Formian will open up the door.
Formian?
Look out. Hey, the image on this is not accurate. Formians are the ones that look like ants.
Okay.
They look
All
like...
looks like to me.
So I was wrong about it being a jail cell.
Riley.
So your
Something very cute.
swarm controlled, Bolidias, we've already gone over those. We haven't encountered any of those. That is the Formians.
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
That's straight out of
Cute.
chaotic. Jeez.
Ooh, that's a lot of legs.
And that's your Sheerans.
That's more
And then your Thray.
Well, that's kind of in between.
So the Thray are close to bees.
Yeah.
The other one looked like a wasp almost.
Yeah, like that one almost makes me think that like my head could be crushed in the amount of thigh muscles.
The Formian there has consumed his action to open up the door. So that will bring us to Mia.
Oh, I love your son.
Yeah.
I can do
Cast
something.
as
I'm not as good as
first. Like your hair. It's
Yeah.
very sparkly.
Leah is gonna step just a
Oh,
little
that
bit
cloud?
to this direction,
Clouds are kind of
giving T the cover as requested, even though she's a lot smaller than he is.
And she's gonna put hazard in this.
I still like that one.
You're going to put a hazard or put hazard?
I think it's put the hazard is the spell itself, but
Oh,
it
I see.
puts a
Okay, what's it?
hazardous things.
Okay, gotcha.
Is it a single square or is it a 5-foot radius?
5-foot radius.
Okay, pick which, because it's going to affect 4 squares.
Alright,
Let's put it next to the guy.
What? So what is
Trying to
the-
keep him out of range, so we
So
don't.
Wow.
this
I wanna
has a
keep
negative
it.
effect. I think it's
Well, it
if
has
they
to
walk
be on
into it, there's effects.
Yeah,
or
I would
something
keep
like
it on the same page.
We're gonna choose electricity for this one, but when you cast a spell, you choose a type to summon a minor hazard from an alternate reality, creating a splash, acid rain, blast of freezing
An
air.
anvil falling from the sky.
But each creature in the area must succeed a reflex save or take 1d3 of the chosen type.
That's cool.
Wow.
Oh, that one scales, so I think it's actually a little bit higher than
It
1d3.
only scales at 3rd and 7th, so where we're level 5. I don't.
So you should get a boost at 3rd level.
1d3 plus half character level. So
Well,
1d3 plus 2.
Yeah, that sounds right.
As good as the
Okay.
stone.
Anything else? Move action or...
I think otherwise Nia will just stay right where she's at.
Perfect. That will bring us to Raya.
So I'm kind of. So this one opened, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, if you get the right angle, you could target.
I was gonna say, can I move and attack?
Yeah.
So, yep. So you have a standard action that's your spell casting or attacking with a weapon, and then you have a move action, which is movement or some other things. In your guys' binder towards the back, it'll list out all your options under those.
Okay. Oh, I love that. I'm just gonna move. Can't really strike with anything, so I'm going to.
Well, you have a couple ranged weapons. So you have your shurikens and your plasma claw.
My shuriken is 10. I guess I could. Well, it's diagonal, right? So.
It goes 5 for the first diagonal, 15 for the second. But
Okay.
with how he's positioned, it would be 1 diagonal and then straight, so it'd be 10 effectively.
Okay, so my range is 10, so does that work?
That would work. Your plasma claw's also got 20 feet.
Chocolate.
The only benefit of using a plasma claw over the shuriken is you have proficiency with the plasma claw, so you'll have a bigger modifier on your attack roll.
Okay, let's do the plasma claw. So that's 1d4.
You're going to roll the d20 first to
D20.
hit, and there should be a modifier on your 2-hit chance.
Oh my gosh, trash. Never
Oh,
mind.
dude.
Would you roll?
I got a 1.
Oh,
No
no.
way.
Yeah, that, unfortunately, it might be because you saw this electric field pop up and you haven't interacted with Nia enough to know what's going on, so it kind of just threw off the plasma call.
I mean, I am not very well versed.
Okay, that will bring
How
us
many legs that creature has.
Yeah.
Too many legs.
to room 4.
I also was looking at hazard, and it says it has a duration of 1 round, so I think it makes
1 round should go all the way to the beginning of your next turn.
my next turn.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure I wasn't misleading.
Ta-da.
So,
Is that a house? An ice
in
cream
room
house?
4,
Ice cream shop?
we're going to see this one move up to
This is Susan.
Oh my gosh, there's so many enemies right now.
That's a lot of dudes right there.
and this one, Sharon,
Ta-da.
is going to move
You
up
want it?
This is
and
Oh, both of us.
make an attack on the red jump. With its...
I think Cookie should be in it too.
Focus the ash. They're all ash.
It's going to use its assassin rifle on you.
Assassin rifle?
That's a 16 to hit versus your KAC.
That just hits.
Okay.
Almost looks like a schoolhouse, like an old schoolhouse.
Okay, now
You're going to take 7 piercing damage.
Okay.
That's your
That's
marker.
the marker. Oh, yes, thanks.
That will bring us to Dahlia.
Just climb.
Or Delilah, sorry,
Just
Delilah.
climb up. Just
That would make more sense than what you're writing.
Oh, you better love on him.
We will need you to unlock this iPad again, sorry. Riley's sleeping on it.
I was doing so well, but Artemis keeps asking me questions.
And for never gonna figure that out.
We're never going to give you a...
Alright, so
What can I do?
you can use your dragon pistol, or you can cast a spell.
You might need to move up a little bit depending on who you're targeting, but you have quite a bit of options.
I didn't notice
after
that
that
one guy who was checking in on to open the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say you might need to move like diagonally 1 to get the angle to see him because he's like right at the doorway entrance. But
And that's 15 feet of movement to do that?
1 diagonal is 5.
Okay.
Oh, so cute. Oh, that's really good.
Okay, so now you're within range in the hall with the guy in the doorway.
Okay. I'm gonna do cast an energy ray, I guess.
Okay.
Nice. That's a cantrip still.
Oh,
That's what-
That's okay. Yeah, that's fine.
yeah. How about you?
Yeah, I think it's a spell attack, right? So you'll roll a d20 with your spell attack modifier.
That. Plus 5?
Caster level check?
No.
There should be a cast button on if you're using the website.
Oh, maybe I'm doing it wrong.
Mom, come see.
It's like the definition of a Velcro baby. You don't have me cast option cast.
Make a range
Range attack. Okay.
Um,
Alright, so
and I think you get to use your plus 5.
Always.
So it's a d20 plus 5.
Okay, I'll try and pet them, right?
Oh, no. Part of the fun of playing in person is you get to roll real dice.
Yeah.
that might be better.
14.
Sorry, let me... It's energy, right?
Yeah.
Energy range. Yeah.
Meets it, beats it. So EAC is 14.
Okay, so you hit.
So go ahead and roll. Make sure you look at the stat block for level 5, because you should have got a boost at level 3. So it should be like a 1d3 plus caster, 1/2 caster.
1d3 plus half character.
So you'll get...
Plus 2.
So just roll a d6, take half of the d6, and then add 2.
Is that a 6?
That is a 1.
Are you sure?
No, that's a...
No, 6 is on there.
Oh. I guess it is a 1.
Okay, so it'll do 1, 3
Plus
to
damage.
Yeah.
Well, that's a little bit.
That's okay. Cantrip.
Yeah, that
Oh.
part. It is nice that they scale them, but yeah, it doesn't cost you anything
Oh,
to.
that's...
Your max damage would have been 5, so like, there was a difference of 2 points.
I see where the cast is, and it's because I was only looking at my cantrips.
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
It's a struggle.
Do you want to use any more of your movement, or do you feel comfortable where you're at?
You're right here. I'll stay there till we kill that guy.
Okay. That will bring us to Rejuvenor.
What were you trying to show me, Artemis?
I was just.
He is going to move
Going a little out of
one
control
step
there.
this way so that
I
he's
don't know.
got a clear shot on the Formian here.
This one?
Yes.
Probably when you were erasing.
He is going to pull out his breaching gun.
Yeah.
Rolling a nat 20.
Hey, I rolled that 20.
Good for you.
That is good for you guys. He's on your team.
I think we were laughing about it.
Oh.
When he tried to get off his face.
27, 30. He's going to do 34.
Dang.
The Formian is on death's door, which will bring us to room 2,
My goodness.
where you'll see
No.
another Formian open the
No.
door. Oh yeah, I guess you weren't here. The rest of the group was privy to how many enemies, and they were trying to take out one room at a time, but they set off the alarm when they were opening one of the doors.
Weird.
The first door we tried on this floor, I think. We said
That wasn't me, I promise. I wouldn't have made such a plan.
And we'll end off with room 3 there. The Sheeran, since they have a clear line of sight onto Sparks, is going to make an attack on you, Sparks.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh shoot. That's okay. It happens.
Be careful, sweet peas. Okay, what's your...
Well, at least the other.
Artemis, can you flip to the front page so they can look at it? Does an 18 hit your KAC? It's up at the top. Or middle. I guess it's like...
Oh, right here.
Yep.
16.
Okay, so it'll hit. Artemis, you're going to take... Or Sparks, you're going to take... 7 points of piercing damage.
So we probably need one of these.
Oh, and Delilah, if we haven't already mentioned, you pull from stamina first, and then hit once. You have to hit 0 on that.
Okay. So what did she take again?
7.
Uh-huh.
So I would just 7 for mine through that
Do you
one
have
up
a
here.
specific idea on what
So
color
she's
you
at
want?
43.
You took damage while you were gone. So now you took 7 points of damage. So this number right here is 43 instead.
Artemis was attacked.
Oh, I
The
thought it was me.
Ray is going to move up, seeing as an attack was made on Sparks. He's going to aim at Delilah.
Delilah or Nia?
Oh, yeah, sorry, Nia. So
Nia,
the Thray is going to aim with its railgun. That's a 24 to hit.
Oh, that I don't even have to look at the numbers. She's got 18.
I was going to say that's not too shabby. You're going to take 9 points of piercing damage. That will bring us back up to the top with you, John,
Perfect.
as it was written.
Yeah, so, as I am feeling relieved, John is now relieved
You're done?
as well. He stands back up and, like, looks down the hall with all these, like, insects coming out into the way. And his eyes will just, like, kind of shift to a red light, you know?
Perfect.
And I'll just say, did someone call an exterminator?
Oh my god.
And I will, I'll do a full action.
Okay.
And I just take away -4, right? For
Yeah,
the attacks?
Yeah, it's -4. Are you targeting the same creature or are you targeting multiple?
They've all kind of moved around, so.
Okay, I'm just gonna go start tagging.
I was gonna say-
do I have eyes on this guy in the room?
I would say these ones, with how they're positioned now,
At least they don't.
you would have line of sight
Yeah, I have
on
blue
these
flash.
two and these two.
Okay,
So you have 4 of the 6 you can.
I'll just fire at these two.
Are you done?
If you want, as far
Okay,
as
put it over.
damage, the Sheeran here and the Formian here are booking the works. This is the one that you already tagged.
I'm just gonna pop on both
Okay,
of these.
perfect.
First attack is good. That's 16 to hit.
Which one's the first one? Sorry, they have slightly different stat blocks.
Shoot, I don't know how to distinguish which one. The one that I tagged originally.
That's a Sheeran.
Okay, Sharon.
16 will hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Perfect. That's going to be 5 plus 4. That's 9 points of boomer damage.
Yeah, he's looking a little rough.
Good. Next shot is on his friend.
Okay.
I have a 100% guarantee to go for another shot. Oh, that's probably going to miss. 12?
12 does not hit.
Ah, shit.
So you'll see and he's kind of like wings flying a little bit, so he's just slightly off the ground. So you'll see him kind of like shift mid-air.
Winged bastard. I use, don't worry, I have this room handled. Everything's fine. I'm pretty sure one of them's already almost dead. I'll just have my turn there.
Perfect. That'll bring us to T.
Okay. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to daze this homeboy.
Okay.
Come over here and put my back to this corner so I'm out of line of sight for them. I'll daze this guy.
Okay. What's the will save?
Assuming it's CR3 or lower.
They failed. They rolled a nat 1.
Okay, well.
So that's what they can't take any actions, right?
Yes, they're unable to take actions, but they don't take any penalties.
Perfect.
You know, I don't know. You only have to ask the dad that. I'm not keeping track. Wants to know when it's your turn.
You're after T-Bugger now, so.
It only lasts one round.
Gotcha.
I don't think I can really do anything else.
Hey, everybody be nice to the kitty.
Athena.
Athena, come here. Athena.
Ooh, did something just happen? I heard a bee-boop just now as he passed, so I wasn't sure something happened.
I don't know.
Alright, sorry. Go on.
Cool. Alright, were you moving? Or are you comfortable where you're...
to remove LOS.
Okay.
But, yeah.
Perfect. Alright, Sparks, it is your turn. You are currently in the doorway with 2 enemies right in your face.
Yeah, you gotta go for one of them.
This one's almost gone, so you can go beat him up.
You knocked on the
Wanna
door
do
and they
it?
answered.
Should you beat him up? Okay, so Daddy say, I want to attack.
Before you attack, do you want to use one of your abilities? You have one that only costs you a move action. So if you don't want to move, you could use the Get 'em ability that helps everybody target.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, which one do you want to use the Get 'em on? Do you want to use it on the one that's almost dead, or do you want to use it on the other one so everybody gets bonus when they attack it next?
I think you should get him on this one.
Well, he's almost gone.
But,
he almost gone?
So, the only reason why I would argue different is because if she can kill it without that ability, the ability gives the bonus to everybody else until the start of her next turn.
I'm gonna do the bonus.
Okay, which one?
Do you want to do this one?
That's almost dead, or one of
this
the
one?
other ones?
Or this one?
I'm gonna do
This one.
Okay.
Which one was it?
The shit at your...
Okay, so that's what, a +2 bonus to attack rolls if they're targeting that creature.
Sure. I trust you.
Wait, is he dead now?
It says +1, but maybe that has...
Or no, it might be +1.
It's +1
Dad, is he dead
to
now?
attack roll.
No, you get to attack. So you have a +1 on top of your other bonuses to attack. So what do you want to attack with? Your gun, or do you want to move up and hit him with your glove?
I'm gonna... my glove.
Okay, so she'll need to move up in melee range. And she's going to use her battle glove,
Okay,
which effectively has a shotgun shell in the glove.
What? Okay, you want to roll?
Yeah.
Ready? Blow on it for good luck.
But don't throw it that far. Get a little closer.
A 15.
Okay, 15.
Plus 4.
So a 19. 19
Wow,
will
that's
hit.
all, Armin.
Alright, Artemis, now you need to roll a d4.
This one, right?
Yep.
Girl,
Roll
get
that.
it. 4. A 3.
3 plus her strength modifier.
Yeah, which is... Well, actually, it's actually plus... I don't know if it's strength. It says B plus...
B just means it's bludgeoning.
Oh,
Plus 6.
plus 6. Oh, so it's actually going to be 10 points of damage.
This unit is on Death's Door. The +1 to attack it is still in effect at the beginning of her turn.
Okay.
Do you want to do anything else, Burgunot? You could use your movement to back out. They could attack you if you do that, though.
You stay there. You're brave. Yeah.
Oh, my heart.
Okay, that will bring us to room 1. The Formian there is going to... It will, because it's pulling out its tactical sphere to move into where it's to attack.
Yes.
Right. What's you said? It's a save. It's a reflex save.
I gotta remember what the DC is.
They rolled a 19 for the reflex.
Let's see if I can find it again.
Your DC should be...
I think it's
Actually, I don't know.
10 plus the spell level plus 1.5 your caster level. That sounds right.
0. Caster level would be
1.5 caster?
I think.
So that would be...
What was that? 18, 17 or 18? Let me look.
What happened to the one
If you click on the... Oh, I'll pull it up, because I can click on the spell and it'll tell me.
What?
Sorry, I should have this.
What?
Save DC is 14, so it must be...
Oh,
So he passes...
It's a cantrip too, so it's plus 0 for that part of it.
Are you
Yeah.
a little stinker?
So it might be... But when I click on it on your character sheet online, it says it's 14. So
What if you rock, paper,
I have to
scissors,
redo the
and
math,
if
but
I win, I get it back.
on how they got 14. But
Okay.
that's
I'm not gonna send
so
it
it'll
out.
pass.
Just gonna write 14 next to it for the time being.
Perfect. And that 14 would apply to all your cantrips. Your level 1s are 15. Level 2s should be 16. Yeah.
Like, so bad.
Write that.
Oh, I think it's
Don't.
probably half your caster level plus your wisdom or your modifier or whatever.
In here, I found it says spell save DC 10 plus spell level plus the modifier for your taking damage.
So yeah, because you have a +4 in charisma. Yeah. Okay, that checks. I think that negates all of it, right?
The character says, and then it has all spots.
So, yes, it does.
Imagine.
Okay. So unfortunately, you don't get that.
That's the point. That it was there.
Yes. The Formian is going to make an attack on you, Raya.
That's trying to kill him.
That's a 15 versus your KAC.
KC the 16.
Okay. The spear will come in and just whiff over your shoulder. That will bring us
What happened to your coloring page? Did you take
to Nia.
Oh, did you think it was cool?
After taking that shot, Nia's kind of angry at these ones over here, so she's gonna turn and cast Embrace of the Void.
Just don't attack this one.
Don't attack that one?
Yep.
Let's say, okay, we'll swing at
That's the one you dazed.
this one over here then. Oh,
Okay.
So I think she has to scooch into
Well, it should say close parentheses what? I think close is 5 feet plus.
Oh, yeah, you're fine.
Yeah, it's like 5 feet plus something per caster level.
You can help me.
Well, this is
I
close.
will.
Close is 25 feet. In
Okay.
Here, so I have some
I'll tell
room.
you what color.
And it is another saving throw. This time it's fortitude.
Okay, and this is versus the Ray.
I just tried and what color the flowers, but
It rolled a 10, so it will fail.
Okay, I gotta figure out what
I
you wrap the target in the cold of the negative energy flame numbing its body. It might lose feeling in its extremities, or even be temporarily frozen in place. Just deals 2d6.
I'm
Free
gonna
some?
get her.
Okay.
So the word
Ooh.
I like this color.
Oh, 5. Okay, 5 damage.
Okay, it's still pretty solid. Is there any lingering effects with it since it failed its save?
I think just at first level, it just mentions the damage.
Okay.
It says that it might lose feeling in its extremities or may even be frozen in place.
Okay.
And takes half on a successful save. But
Okay.
nothing substantial otherwise.
All right. Oh yeah, it's higher levels is where you could also make it off target and stuff. Okay.
Just a basic one. He wraps the void around it, kind of compressing it in as he freezes just a little bit, frost forming on his body. I'd throw you in space if I could.
Oh,
What you get for shooting me?
All right, that will bring us to you, Raya.
All right. I'm going to attack this one right here since he's right in front of me.
Okay, be careful. Oh no, that's dissolved.
Yep, right. So the little red.
Yeah, the red can be removed, but if it comes off.
Alright, we're good.
Perfect.
So I'm gonna shoot this one. I'm gonna use the dueling sword instead, so it's an attack +4.
Okay.
1d. That's not. Or you want another?
You want to roll the d20 first to hit? No, you're good.
What's the thing? It will be
12.
Plus your 4. Right? You said +4 to attack?
Yes.
So 12 plus 4?
16.
Is that possible?
16 meets it, beats it.
Wow.
So that was its KAC.
Okay.
Roll me some damage.
D6 plus 6.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, again. So it's a 1d6 S plus 6. I don't know what that means.
So you rolled a d6, you got 1, and you'll add. So you did 7 slashing.
Oh, okay, well.
How do you want to end it?
Oh, yay! So I missed the first time, so now I'm just angry. So I'm gonna take my sword and I'm just gonna go right through like his shoulder and half his body.
There we go,
And
yeah.
just go right through it.
Kind of on a bias.
Yeah.
Not all the way through, so like one side kind of folds forward, but the other kind of.
Yeah. I want a cool ending.
Perfect. All right. Do you want to use any other of your movement, or are you comfortable where you're at?
I'm comfortable where I'm at.
Okay. Room 4 is next. The Sharon's not going to do anything because it is dazed. The Thray there is going to
Riley.
What? Oh, I love that. That's great.
is going to continue using its tactical railgun on John there.
Fine, dude. See how much I care about that.
That's a 21 to hit.
I want to share.
Who cares a little bit now?
Oh no.
That's 7 piercing.
Okay. I am looking. I'm like in the yellows. Okay.
Yellow on stamina, though.
Not in stamina though. Or yeah.
In stamina.
In stamina.
You still haven't gotten to any of your HP.
Oh, wow.
Okay, that will bring us
Oh, that's fun.
to
Oh, that's
Delilah.
like a perfect one to do. Yeah. So I have a trifold explosion that lets me hit at once. But I think they have to be 3 bursts, no 2 of which can have their centers more than 30 feet apart. So are
okay.
they all too kind of far away to use that?
30 feet's pretty wide.
They're actually too close.
This guy's my friend.
Oh.
That's for Juvenor. I mean, to be fair, you haven't had to emotional contact with him to realize that he's not the bad guy because you were hunting him for the first 10 sessions.
Yeah, we're like we've joined him now. That's the whole thing.
Because it's. I think they all have to be within 30 feet of each other. Is how I'm reading.
That sounds if that's the case, there are 4 within 30 feet each other.
By drawing, I'm looking at
Technically, you might even have 5.
Will her range be far enough?
It depends on if she can delineate between enemies and friends.
overlapping areas of trifold explosion do not do additional damage, and creatures in overlapping areas of the spell's effect are only affected by the spell once. When you cast a trifold explosion as a second level spell, it deals 3d6 fire damage and 3 5-foot radius bursts.
So it's 5-foot radius burst.
Oh, okay.
Do you have to cast all 3, or
So,
Yeah.
it will affect friendlies then?
that's what it sounds like?
Yeah, it doesn't,
But
it doesn't
as long as the circles are within 30 feet of each other, she can throw them.
Oh, so she can do a trifold explosion.
So she could
exclusively
probably
for
throw it at the
rooms.
back of each of those
Yeah.
rooms, still within 30 feet of each other.
Yeah.
Does she need to move up?
The range of the spell is
Yeah.
yeah 100 feet. She
I
doesn't
can
need
probably
it.
stay there.
Yeah.
Hell.
It's a second level spell, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Easy.
I also realized a sheet that would have been better for me. To
Okay. So, Delilah, from the way I'm understanding this, is as long as the points that you're selecting are within 30 feet of each other, you can probably place them in a way that doesn't affect friendlies. The only one that might get hit is Sparks, because I don't think you can hit those 2 without including Sparks.
Yeah.
So,
Then maybe I should just do 2 for now, then, to not hit her.
It is 100% your choice, but you can definitely position those spheres in a way that it only hits those
Is
rooms.
this guy a bad guy and within 30 feet?
Yeah.
Or no?
That should be within 30.
This
If
one's
you
a juvenile.
position the first one right behind the 2,
Uh-huh.
you should have a 30-foot reach.
does she have line of sight on room 4 where she's at?
Dina, you.
Because she could technically put 2 trifold explosions in that room and 1 in the room that's closest.
So she can throw it there. She has line of sight there. So you would have to be making the assumption, because you can't quite see him. You, meta-wise, would have to assume that he's close to the entrance to the door. You can't physically see him, but you could throw one here
Okay.
and one here, and that would still be within 30 feet of each other.
Okay.
Well, she could she could technically throw 2 in that room,
I'll
right?
throw 2. Get 2 in this room, but if we put it in this corner here, it would be just out of range
Same-
of Sparks,
same
and
effect.
you'd get this
Okay.
guy at least.
Yeah. Okay, so any of those options.
Let's do that then. If I don't get Sparks, I'll go
I was
right
gonna say,
there.
if I'm I don't know if this room is as big as I think it is, but if this line is what I think it is, then
Yeah.
it should have enough space.
Yeah. So basically, she's putting a trifold explosion in each room.
Okay, so we're hitting 4 of the 5?
No, only 1 creature can be affected by the explosion, I'm pretty sure. Oh, that's only if it's overlapping.
Yeah.
Yeah, none of them are overlapping, so
So
all-
this guy gets hit.
All 4 except this Sheeran in room 3.
Perfect. Okay, what's the spell save? Because I'm assuming it takes half damage.
What can I say?
Reflex?
Reflex save.
Reflex. Okay, the Thray in room 3 got an 11, so that'll fail. The
What, incarnation?
Fell out the
It
bat.
decided it did not want to participate in this.
yeah, that Thray said, "Fuck that." That Thray rolled a 26, so it'll pass.
No.
The Sheeran over there rolled a 19, but Tucker, on days, does it have any effect on saves?
No, their AC isn't changed, they just can't take actions.
Okay, so that one rolled a 22,
Oh, dang it, guys.
but I think it's still half damage if they save.
You still will roll.
Oh, okay, good.
So it's 3d6, and for those who pass, they'll take half.
Who's the one who made? Oh, I guess.
Okay, so only one. The first 3 is the only one taking full damage.
7. Okay, then one more. 10. 10
Okay.
points for those that failed. 5 for those who passed.
That one's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a good one. Is that a spell? So does that use you up your 1 for the day?
She has.
Oh, is that 2 slots? I have 3.
3 slots.
3 slots. Okay, nice. That's so good.
But I'm realizing some of my first level spells, I didn't know what I was doing. So we will see.
Okay. Do you want to move? Most of all of those ones are still looking pretty healthy, but there were several of them that hadn't taken damage. Or there was 2 of them that hadn't taken it. 3 of them that hadn't taken any damage yet. So.
I'll move a little because all those guys are still up, right? Well, I guess there's only the one guy right there by the door because the other
Yeah.
guy's this guy.
And then they're all over here.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll move a little bit forward. Up next to whoever's right there.
Do you want to be like behind me or on the side?
On the side.
Like right here?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, that'll bring us to Rejuvenor's turn. He's now going to swivel back and position on the other 4-man there with his breaching gun, which is a 16, which will hit.
That's the one in room 2, right?
Mm-hmm. Doing 8, 12, 19 damage to that one.
My turn.
Not quite yet.
That one's looking a little rough. He's now in the yellow zone. Room 2, he is going, that 4-man is going to move out so that he's got range on Rejuvenor, so 1 square away, so that should work there. He's going to make an attack with his tactical spear, which will roll to 15, will miss. That will bring us to room 3. Sparks, the Sheeran there, is going to switch over to its resident staff to try and melee you. Does a 19 will hit.
Who are you hitting?
Sparks.
Oh, yeah. That's quite
Doing 11 sonic damage.
Oh, boy. That was a big hit.
The Thray there. 2. It's going to target you, Nia.
Back. I have a plan this time. I forgot I had to spell it.
That's a 12 to hit. I'm sure that'll miss.
Oh, 12?
Okay, that will bring us back up to the top of the round with John.
After seriously firing into Ed Sheeran last round, I'll do like
Ed Sheeran still has the +1 to attack active on him.
Okay, well, I will go for 1 shot on Sheeran, and then I will do a tactful dodge roll to the other side of the hall here. Get a better look on these guys coming out and take my second shot, but I'll take my first one. Wait, I can't move. Okay, I still have eyes on this guy though, right?
You have eyes on both of them with how you're positioned, because you're at the corner of the doorway. The doorway's 2 spaces wide.
Gotcha. Okay, I will go first shot on full action, by the way, on Ed Sheeran. Nat. 20.
Oh my god, I'm so sad.
That's a total of like 25. So,
Perfect. Go ahead and roll me damage.
How do the crits work again?
Double dice, double modifier.
Oh. Plus 9, 14, plus, what did I say? 4 plus 8 is
12.
22. Oh no, 12 plus 8.
22, yeah.
22. 22 for the crit.
It only had 9. How do you want to end it?
I want it to just be a total overkill, and my boomer rifle, like the energy bit, will just go through its head and just like kind of like leave a little bit of a circular part of the jaw, because everything else has just been deleted.
Perfect.
And then I'll just kind of do a little bit of like a dodge roll across the hall here. Oh yeah, I still can't move. I keep forgetting about that. I just wanted to dodge roll. Sorry. And then I'll hit this other Sheeran right here in room 4.
Okay.
Oh, natural 19. Don't worry about it. That's going to be 20.
Because it's 19 minus 4 plus.
Yeah, so like 23.
Still hits.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a solid roll. 14 points of boomer damage to Ed Sheeran over here in room 4.
Yeah, he's on the borderline of looking rough.
Good. I'll just call. I just eliminated one. I don't know about anybody else here, but he's dead. Also, this one's not looking great. As I finish firing into him.
All right, T. That brings us to you.
T is going to.
You're after T.
T is going to sprint in. This will take all of my movement to come here, I think. But as soon as he shoulder bumps past, what's your character? Nia and John. You see T just Hulk out, and his green skin becomes darker and spikes jet out of his arm. I'm going to go into Karen form.
What? What is this? Have you always been able to do this?
Well,
He's been hiding.
Since I got 2nd level spells.
Oh, okay.
It says I gain a special unarmed strike that deals lethal damage that doesn't count as archaic and threatens squares.
So effectively what that means is you have an unarmed strike that allows you to do opportunity attacks. It will kill instead of knocking unconscious if you were to do enough damage to kill them. I can't remember what archaic is, but
and then threatens, I assume, just
that's the opportunity attack. So normally you couldn't do opportunity attack with an unarmed strike.
Oh, I was thinking that there was an aggro thing in this game.
I don't think so.
Okay, that doesn't change what I
like a taunt or something.
You can also add 1 and 1/2 times your character level to damage dealt with this attack, with that melee attack. It says I gain DR2. What does that mean?
Damage resistance 2. That means any damage you take is reduced by 2.
Okay. And also I get +2 circumstance bonus to AC if they bull rush me, reposition, or trip maneuver.
Yeah, that's combat maneuver, so you'll get a +2 if they try and pull off a combat maneuver on you.
But this used an action, right?
To cast a spell?
Yes.
The way I ruled this with Nia, because it wasn't explicit on her alternate dimension weapons, is I will let you make an attack roll on the spell cast.
Yeah, because it says it uses 1 standard action, but it only lasts 1 round, so I wouldn't be able to use a melee attack.
Yeah, go ahead and make your melee attack.
I was going to say, that's kind of
right. Nia's was a little bit different because it's active for 10 minutes or something like that.
Yeah, because I pull a weapon from another location.
Right.
Which one are you targeting? You targeting the Thray or the Sheeran?
That is an 18.
Which one are you targeting? Thray or Sheeran?
I'll attack this one just because it's low.
Okay. It will hit. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Alright, so this is going to do regular unarmed strike damage plus 1.5 times my
character level. So that would be
1d3 plus 5 plus character level and a half.
Yep. So you do +7.
Yeah. So it would be 5 plus 7. So 1d3 plus 12.
Well, 1.5 times your character. So 5 times 1.5. So it'd be 5 plus half of 5, rounded down. So that's where the 7.
So it already plus 5. So that 5 plus 7.
I thought it was.
Let me pull this
I thought it was changing it from being just your character level to being 1 and a 1/2.
I thought it was additive. Hold on.
I mean, I could be interpreting
No,
wrong.
no. This is the first time I've used it. You can also add 1.5 times your character level to the damage dealt, so it's additive.
Additive. Yep, go ahead. So what was your...
So it's 1d3 plus 12.
Just this.
5, so that would be 2. That's 14 points of damage to this guy.
I'm trying so hard.
Like claws extend out from my fingers, and I just rip the throat out.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
This Sheeran is now on death's door.
Oh, I act as if I'm going to rip.
It's slightly bruised.
I was going for your throat.
T's the whole Cowboys.
I was curious. Does T still sound like T in this?
Oh no, that's what he sounds like. He's done at the beast mode.
Okay, Sparks, what are you doing?
What do you want to do, Sparks?
All right,
You're right
Sparks.
here. You want to attack this one since you're close?
Yes, let's
Okay.
do that. So we're going to have her. I think we need to have her use her battle glove again.
Do you want to use the get him ability first if she's moving? So if she's not moving,
I don't think
You-
she's moving. Which one?
Doesn't sound like she's moving for
so
right
you can
now.
you can retarget with the get him ability on anyone within the range.
You can use
Okay.
that one.
But she has to move in order to.
No. It costs a move action. So if she
Oh,
isn't
oh.
moving, I would always
Yeah.
apply get him.
Yeah, she's going to get him. This guy in the
ray?
The ray.
Okay.
So
So everybody that Thray now has a +1 if you're attacking it,
okay, so
including Sparks.
Sparks,
I can roll
it's time for you to roll a d20.
Which one are you rolling?
this one.
Is that the big one?
No,
Yeah.
that's not the right one. Here it goes.
You want the big one.
She wants to use a Dragonstone one.
Okay, so go ahead. We're gonna add +4 to this.
Go.
+5.
16.
+5? So
Yeah,
21?
No, that
Oh.
is.
16 will hit. Needs it, beats it.
Awesome.
Because it's what, bludgeoning damage?
We've met it
Yeah.
like 4 times this combat. That's awesome.
Go ahead and roll that. Plus
Ooh.
6.
Ooh.
So that's 9.
9 points of damage. Kill him.
Kill him.
Just
Kill
as
him.
the exact scenario as your last.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That Thray is on borderline looking rough.
Ooh.
Okay. Alright.
Oh.
Looking rough.
I guess for Beta, looking rough is yellow bar, death's door's red bar.
Okay.
That will bring us to noon. I need to print one of those fucking combat order ones so you guys can see it as well. So that be careful, Boogernut.
Girl.
I think Mia is gonna go for moment's hesitation.
Okay.
In this case, I think we're gonna because the daze is gone on this guy, right?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
but it's very low.
Yes.
Okay, then. Looking at the other one, it says when you cast it, it's a will save,
Okay.
and so that was a cantrip.
I like them.
That's
Yeah.
a 21.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm imagining.
I wonder, does it do anything else in the combat? In the staggered condition program?
Usually, if they pass,
On cantrips, it's a bad habit of not doing anything.
Okay, yeah, I think we're good.
Okay.
I am gonna scooch Mia back, kind of out of line of sight from some of these guys, though,
Perfect.
so I can still kind of see in the door, but I don't want to get shot.
Makes sense. That will bring us to you, Raya.
Yeah.
those were cool.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Artemis, you're distracting a person's turn. Raya, it's your turn.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
No, you're good.
Let me reorder it. So I'm going to attack this guy back here.
Okay.
Same thing with another dueling sword.
Okay, so you're gonna move in. Are you? No, you're already in melee.
Yep, I'm right here. That's why I figured I should just go for it.
Perfect.
Ooh, a 19
Plus.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, but
Yeah.
if you'd like to say how big of the number,
No.
go ahead and roll me some damage.
So 1d6.
Plus 6, I think.
Yep. I got a 5 plus 6, so 11.
11. This one is on Destiny.
Oh, I thought I was actually gonna get
Oh.
it. So close, yet so far away.
All right, that will bring us to Rejuvenor. He is going to follow up your dueling sword with another shot from his breaching gun. That's a 27 to hit, which will doing 5, 15, doing 22 to this Formian that only had 3 health left. So you'll see that Formian essentially explode from the shotgun blast.
Nice.
Hey!
Kill him. Kill him dead.
You're welcome.
uh,
Set him up.
that will bring us to.
They feel good. They made you want to eat them.
Oh, I apologize. I skipped you, Delilah.
Oh,
It was
that's okay.
technically it's room 4, but so room 4, the Sheeran is going to attack you, T, with his resonant staff.
My teeth are just going to show what kind of smile at him.
That's a 13 to EAC.
That might actually hit. Hold on.
No!
No! I have 14.
Perfect. So that one'll miss.
I intentionally take it and look at it.
It's like breaks across your face.
The Thray there will target you with his railgun. That's a 14 to your KAC, so I think that's going to
It
miss.
misses.
Wow.
I turn my head and I hit like crooked little.
Like, oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, that brings us to you, Delilah.
Petty queen that you are.
You haven't seen the side of T
Yeah, I
yet.
know the code now. I can hack the system.
What? I'll check later. Don't worry about it. I think 7 is the normal amount of dice to have in each of the bags.
That's what's in there. Okay, I will do
You can even use the first level.
I know.
Oh, yeah, do that instead. Yeah. There you go. So you have a +6.
Yeah, with
No
the
nostrils. That's already have a better.
That doesn't sound great.
Hot box in over there.
I've been pulling in my jacket to be respectful.
19 total. She's pulling out her dragon pistol.
Okay.
Let's go.
Who are you targeting? Sorry.
You may need to move a little bit
I
further
think
down the hall.
I probably will have to move.
If you attack this guy, he has a +1 on him right now.
I'll
You wanna
attack
move
that
right
guy.
there?
Yeah. So I have a 20 not natural.
Kill him
then.
dead.
What do you think your dragon pistol looks like out of curiosity?
Yeah, that will hit. Go ahead and roll me some damage.
It almost like matches my color scheme.
Ooh.
It's like a dragon face.
And the
bullet
skull
comes
is where
out.
the
Yeah.
is like the okay, cool.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Cool.
What am I rolling now?
1d what does it say?
1d6 plus 2f.
2 so fire. So 1d6, this is your damage, and then add 2 to that. Nice. 6 points of fire damage on the guy.
Does that mean you get 7, or is it just +1 to attack?
The Jedi?
Sorry, what?
Does the Jedi just get
No, it's
+1?
just on the attack.
Okay.
I think it's just on the attack. I haven't read it in a while, so I could definitely be wrong. Second page. So flip it over.
Honey.
What?
You keep you're going to the fourth.
Guys, I didn't know it was stuck together. How was I supposed to know? Yeah, just +1 to hit.
Okay.
6 then.
Perfect.
And that's it for her.
All right, that will bring us to room 2 is dead. Room 3, that Frey there is gonna attempt to hit Sparks again since Sparks is right there. That
Daughter's not present at the table. Just kidding.
that's a 28 to hit. So
Yeah, that hits.
she's gonna take 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
That will bring us back up to the top of the round.
All right, I'm about to blow some bug brains
Take
out.
them out.
Let's go.
Okay,
Get
so-
'em, John.
I'm gonna just keep doing a full action.
Mm-hmm.
And my first shot is on this Ed Sheeran, and then my next shot's on the other Ed Sheeran.
The Thray and then the Sheer.
Oh, sorry, Thray.
Very good.
I'll shoot the Thray first.
Okay.
Okay. And I'll have to find a way to get a clean shot because he's holding the shooted form.
Oh, you targeting the 2 in the same room?
No, I'm just starting with this guy first, and then I'm moving over here.
Okay, so you're targeting the Sheeran first.
Yeah. So it was a Sheeran. Which one's the Thray?
So the ones with the wings are the Thray.
Oh, okay. All right. So I will start with this, and I'll just look over. It's important because I'm trying to tell a joke.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So I'll look over.
As you were.
I look over and I'm auto lock, and my eyes will just kind of get smaller pupils, and I'll just take a normal shot, and I say, "I'm afraid that it's your last day living." Not great though. Is 13 gonna hit?
13 does not hit.
I go again.
That is hilarious.
I go again, and I say,
Fuck.
"Yeah, fuck." Okay, 20 not natural.
Go ahead and roll me some damage.
7 plus 4 is 11.
This one is on death.
This one's really jumpy. It's hard to hit. It's not me. It's him. And I'll end my turn right there.
Okay, that will bring us to T.
Okay. At this point, my Karen form has ended. All the spikes revert back into my arms. My head. I look up and just see these two.
Shrunken back down in normal form. Oh no.
My eyes go wide and my antennae go up. And I'm I'm going to use, let's see here. Alright, it's already figured out. Let's look up other stuff. Let's use... I know it'll be an attack of opportunity potential, but I'm going to back up so I can shoot my gun.
Okay. Yeah, they will. The Sheeran will make one with its staff. The other one will not because it's using a ranged weapon.
Okay.
Not that you guys can't take an opportunity attack with a ranged weapon when they move out of the square. He's electing not to. That's a 15 to hit KAC.
Size?
Or EAC.
Oh, EAC beats.
Okay. So you will take 13 sonic damage.
Okay. I cover my ears as I'm trying to recoil back. I'm just going to reach over and shoot my disintegrator pistol.
Perfect. Are you targeting the Sheeran or the Thray?
The low HP one.
Perfect.
Okay. 12.
12 does not hit.
It's starting to fall through, guys.
I would say that one's one, the resonant staff kind of causes a reverb in your eardrums.
Yeah, I wasn't able to focus on headache from my Karen form, and I can't. I guess I'll use some movements to back off a little bit. come back over here.
That will bring us to Sparks. Sparks is going to move her get 'em to the Thray in the other room, and she's going to attack with her battle glove on the one that's in the same because it's low.
Okay. Are you rolling on me?
Yeah. That's plus her modifier.
Modifier is 4 on here. Or no, attack bonus is +9.
Look at yours.
Oh. I was right, +4 on here.
Okay. Meets it, beats it.
Yeah.
What's it, a 1d4 plus 6?
1d4 +6.
So that's going to be 9. And that Thray will drop.
Hey! Has she gone to bed?
You'll watch the battle glove kind of connect with its chin, and it explodes
And then it
unconscious.
shoots? Oh, fuck yeah, dude. Okay. Cool.
Sparks and our little tiny pilot.
Oh.
We
Hey,
figured
I
she
guess
could find somebody
more
that way.
accurately, she jumps kind of like this.
Like, the little Mario thing?
Yeah.
Falling Sparks brings us to Mia.
All right. I was curious if I were to, since T has stepped out of the way, if I were to step and come back into this space, so I have some room here, and then cast Control Wind in the space, I wasn't sure if that would do anything.
Control Wind. That's the one where you create you set a threshold for the level of wind in an area, right?
Yes, it reads, you alter the movement of air in the area around you. Wind created by the spell imposes a penalty to perception checks. Penalty the wind imposes on non-energy weapon ranged attacks. And then it mentions a table. At GM's discretion, outdoor wind conditions are generally light. And then it goes into spell level stuff after that.
I guess before you make that decision, what is your goal?
At this point, the goal would be to either push them further into the room or make it harder for them to come out of the space, kind of creating like a sort of cyclone in here.
Okay, yeah, I dig that.
Just don't know if that's workable or not. So if we can't do that, then I can throw.
No.
hazard.
I'm debating on what I want to do as far as effect. So what I'm going to say is the DC check on the reflex save is going to reduce incrementally from where you place it.
Okay.
So it could affect more than them depending on placement.
Is John too close?
It's a 10-foot. It says 10 feet / level radius cylinder.
Okay, so yeah, I mean, you should get most of the. It's a rectangle shape, so you couldn't get the whole room, but.
So it's 10
most of
feet per level. So
Per
you're level 5, so it's a 50-foot.
Ah! 50-foot radius. That would cover the whole space.
That would
Probably
cover
then
a lot.
some.
And yeah, and then some.
So you obviously have up to that. So you could cater it to where it's the back of that room
The back of the space.
and effectively yanking. What I'm going to rule is the DC is going to incrementally drop, moving out from where you place it.
Okay. So I think we will place it. I think we'll place it here, but shrink it so it's only 10 feet radius. Understand?
Since you're trying to set a cyclone, it's because it's wind pulling in. It's just the strength of the wind pulling that way reduces the further away you are from it.
Okay.
So it's more like
It's more like it stretches however
DC
far.
25, DC 20, DC 15. So like it'll reduce as you get further away from it.
Okay, I think I'm following.
And what we're going to have it do is it's going to yank 5 feet towards the cyclone on a fail.
Okay.
Oh, okay, so it's like.
Then yeah, we'll place it.
It's harder to get back out.
I know, but you're so close.
That's the concern
God,
right now.
I'm the fighter of the group.
Yeah, I was going to say,
Oh,
there's not necessarily a negative impact aside from going into the room, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to have any damage off of it unless you collide with an obstacle, but...
Yeah, then I think I will place it right behind them. that point.
Okay, so they're gonna have a DC. We're gonna roll that a DC 30.
Sure.
That's a 25 for you, John.
Okay.
That's a 20 for Nia. A 15 for Delilah. And a
Reflex save?
10 for Sparks.
For reflex?
Yes, reflex.
And my DC is 25.
Yes.
Okay, so I get pulled 5 feet in.
So the,
It's right.
oh, right there.
Yeah, I'm rolling, but I don't think they even have a high enough modifier for them to. Okay, so both of them are going to go 5 feet
In?
deeper in.
Yeah, I go 5 feet in. And
John,
Nia gets pulled in 5 feet.
Yeah, Nia does get pulled in 5
John,
feet with
you're
that
going to
too.
have the benefit of. I'm going to let you elect to take either 1d6 bludgeoning into the wall, or it'll force you this way.
I'll take a d6 to the wall.
Okay?
Oh, yeah, I guess you should roll that. Sorry.
So you'll take 1 bludgeoning damage.
Perfect.
What was yours,
And then you got
Nia?
pulled.
I did get pulled.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
Delilah, did you get yanked?
Yeah, I did.
Sparks was only a 10. She rolled an 11 plus her modifier, so she will stay where she's at.
Okay.
Not bad. I think it still worked out the way you
The
want.
way intended, yes. Scooch some people, but
Yeah.
the goal was to get them out of the doorway, so hopefully either less shots were fired or just to hold them back a little bit.
Yeah. No, it's cool. It's one of those you're literally pulling in a fucking hurricane in the middle of an underground.
Exactly.
Well, isn't that room also the ventilation room?
No, this is a. We haven't described this room.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So this one's different. I guess as you're watching the cyclone, there's a bunch of like medical tables and some lab like experiment type creatures. I'll go more in depth whenever we're not in combat, but you see them swirling around in this room.
Nia sees the objects and things moving in the room. She kind of like, her face sinks a little bit as she sees the chaos and is like, oh, well, I was going to get this done eventually, right?
Following Nia, that brings us to you, Raya.
So I'm kind of out of range. Can I go sideways 1? That's only 5, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
So then I could just 5, 10. Because it's 5 squares, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, 6.
6.
I assume you have 30 movement speed. That's typical unless you're very specific races or other
Yeah.
modifiers. But
You're also going to need to make the save now, right? Because the wind is constant, yeah?
Duration. I know I had some time for it. Get tabs in this little book. Duration is 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah,
So
so-
it's ongoing.
So,
we'll rule this at the top of your turn. If you're actively in the tunnel there, you'll roll the save. If you're off the, because you were just slightly off to the side, right?
Well, I'm way off. I
Right
started
now,
off way over here,
you would.
yeah.
So if you enter it or you start your turn in there, that's when you'd make the reflex save. So
But
if you move into it,
So
you
if
would
she was,
feel
like,
it yank.
right behind my character, would she still be affected by the wind right there?
I think so, right?
yeah, because that's where you got pulled from.
Yeah, because Sparks.
Well, I meant behind the other direction, like between me and
here, right?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
she's saying, what if I moved here?
or the other side of me, like the other behind, right there. Yeah.
Well,
if you moved right here, you would have line of sight on at least that one.
would I still have to roll for save?
No.
Okay, let's do that.
Because effectively, how it is, the reason why these squares are affected is because it's like right at the tunnel,
Yeah,
but it's the doorway is kind of
helping
forcing
save
it
it.
that way.
Okay. Okay, let's do that. I'm gonna move right behind Delilah, and I'm gonna shoot for this guy.
Thray. That name on there is wrong.
Yeah, this guy. I'm gonna shoot for this guy. I'm gonna go. Oh, actually, I'm gonna go with
Thray has the +1 from Sparks, so you have a +1 on attack
Oh, yeah,
roll
yeah,
against
yeah.
that.
So, well, the only thing I have is a plasma claw, and I only have 1 more shot on it. So,
You only have 1 more shot.
yeah, because I used 1 earlier.
It should only consume like
And usage says 2.
2 per shot. You have 20 total. So if you want to use it once, you have.
19?
So it's 2 per shot. So
Oh, so 18?
you're at 18s, but
Oh,
So it's actually
Just-
9 out of 10 shots.
let's go. Let's
Got
let's go for that one.
because it's 20 feet, which I think you got
Yeah.
the range.
Sure, I trust you. So we're gonna go. Oh, not 20, baby.
There you
Hey!
go.
Dude, that's like the fourth one tonight.
Oh.
Wow,
There you go.
wait.
Okay,
All right.
double dice, double your modifier.
Oh, kill him.
Okay, so it's a plus. Well, it says +6 for attack damage, and
So
then
that'd be plus 12.
And then you're going to roll, I think it's.
1d4.
You're going to roll
And then
2
it says-
d4s.
It says EF +2. Does that matter?
So, let me put. Sorry.
Sorry, it's okay. Sorry, plasma.
So the +6 is when you're rolling a d20.
Okay.
You're going to roll a d4 twice, and you're going to add 4 from the plus. As your
Okay.
modifier.
Okay.
So at a minimum, you're going to do 4 plus the 2 d4.
Got this. Full face. I can't
I
see
see
a 4. There's a 1 and a 4.
So 5 plus
plus
4, so you're doing 9.
Tell me I got him.
No, he's actually the healthiest out of the
Oh.
ones remaining.
Okay, well I got 9.
You
I got
get it.
9.
Yeah.
Leaving now.
He is borderline looking around. That will bring us to those folks there. After being shifted back, they're going to. The Thray is going to target you, Nia, because you're line of sight. Yeah. That they're going to target with their railgun. That's a 22 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
And you're going to take min damage, though, so it's only 4 piercing.
As a reaction,
There we go.
Nia is going to. She
It's
kind
like
of
a.
scrunches up her face and her eyes roll back in her head, and she's going to cast Destructive Review.
Oh, there we go. That's got to be an entropic one trait, right? Or ability.
I'll have to go digging for it in a minute, but it is another saving throw.
Okay.
Fortitude. This is partial.
Um.
Oh, it only has damage. Okay, so we still need
Okay, perfect. They rolled a 22.
that definitely saves. So half damage at first. We're actually gonna throw this one out at second level.
Okay.
She's angry. At second level, deals 2d6 with the force descriptor, and the target is flat-footed until the end of your next turn.
Perfect.
If you save it, may not. That may not apply.
So she has to be at 22.
No, it's a set save level.
Yeah.
I rolled higher than that one because it was like 15 or 16.
Yeah, 15. But because this spell lists it, it still does half damage even when you
Oh,
save.
okay.
But the flat-footed, so the status effect doesn't take effect because of it.
Oh, it was only 3. So he takes, is it rounded down? 1?
I'm gonna round it up. It is looking rough, so it's in the yellow.
She huffs as it did not do as much as she wanted it to, but it worked.
The Sheeran. Let's get a stat block. Oh. You know what I didn't do? We might undo that attack if they fail hard enough. They're both being back. Additional 5 feet.
Does that mean everybody else, though?
It's at the start of your turn is whenever you'll reroll the
Oh,
save. If you're in.
Oh, should we have reroll? No, taking a shot at.
Yeah. No, I forgot because they're the ones take. It's their turn. They're taking the attack. I should have done it first. The Sheeran And if you're going against the wind, you have to pass the safety element. Is how many. So the Sheeran's unable to move. It is going to switch to its assassin rifle. Unfortunately, the only one that it can see currently is either you or Sparks, so it's going to make a shot at Sparks. But it only rolled a 10.
Not in this house.
There we go. That will bring us to Delilah. So start with your reflex save, since the wind tunnel is still in effect. I will roll this too, Nia. You can end it whenever you feel that you want to. So
16? I don't remember what the DC was.
is it 16 plus your modifier?
No, it's 16 total.
Yeah. No, 30, 25.
So you get sucked in 5 more feet.
But you can still take your action from there. If you're trying to move away from the tunnel, you'll need to pass it.
Attack this guy.
Mhm. She has, with how she's positioned, she's on the corner of the doorway, so she could make an attack on either of them.
On either of them? I like it.
Okay, I'll just do my gun.
Gun pistol?
Yeah, and which one's looking more rough? Or are they about the same?
The worst one is the Sheeran. The Thray is just barely in the yellow.
This one's in barely.
And, is that the one that has the +1 on it?
See, that's...
That's the Thray.
Oh, the Thray still
The Thray has the +1.
I'll go for him then. Yeah. 17?
Yeah.
17 will hit. Go ahead and roll me some damage.
1d6.
Get him.
+2, so 4.
4 fire.
Making progress.
Progress.
All right, that will bring us to Raya. Or, sorry. I'm looking at Raya. That will bring us to Rejuvenor.
I was
Come
like,
on.
yeah.
Come on, Reggie, let's see what you got, boy. Everyone's kind of piling up in the line of sight, I imagine.
Well, because, I was going to say, everybody's kind of getting shifted into the doorway.
Yeah.
Not that that breaks your guys' line of sight, but...
I'm almost thinking I may drop it next turn.
No.
It's keeping them contained.
It's keeping them
Yeah.
contained. And if they want to move against it, they're going to have to roll a save, and the save is fucking 30, so...
That's a good point. That's a good point.
Good luck, dude.
Just roll some grenades in there.
Pull off one of those swirly dirlies.
Yeah.
It's so good for blood. That's
Oh,
the
yeah.
opportunity.
This would be a curved swirly dirly. It'll take it with the air current.
Swirly girly.
Yeah. You gotta make sure when you swirly dirty, you don't do it into the wind, you know?
Yeah.
Okay. Rejuvenor is going to move just far enough where you can make line of sight on the Thray. Where he's going to cast Caustic Conversion. Which will hit with an 18.
Let's go.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
And the poor
Is this
Thray
the acid thing?
is going to take 44 acid. So no fucking way.
All ones.
He ended up with 6. I rolled 3 consecutive ones.
Oh.
So he's going to take 6 acid damage. This is the one where you see a bunch of nanites go out, and as they travel forward, all the air around the nanites convert into acid as it plows into the Thray there.
Badass though. That's
That
kind
is
of
so
cool.
nice.
Yeah. Other than the nano part where they end up eating your body.
Good one.
And that part's just the necrotic.
Yeah. The cool part, right? We only focus on those parts.
The bonus, though, is it takes 5 additional acid at the end of its turn each round for the spell's duration, and it's active for 1 round plus 1 round for every 3 levels. So since he's a CR7, it will last for 3 rounds.
Okay.
Wow.
That will bring us to back to the top of the round with John.
All right.
Give me your reflex save,
Can I let the wind take me?
if you'd like.
You're on the wall though. So
What
you might
would that consider?
So
Would that be considered using my movement if I just let the wind take me into the room?
no, the only downside you're going to run into by choosing to fail the save is you're either going to ram into the wall and take bludgeoning from that, or you're going to ram into Nia and you both take bludgeoning.
May as well at least try.
So if you hit Nia, I'm sure she would
I'm
be
gonna-
okay with it.
I'm
She
gonna-
cast a spell.
I'm gonna do that. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, both of them. Oh
Yeah.
my
I want you to
God.
roll me a D100 to determine which one it is.
Okay. Can you? I'll just do this. No. Ow! These are pointy ass dice, dude. What the hell?
Are they really?
Ow!
They stabbed you?
Ow!
Is it really?
It's pointy.
It's pointy.
He doesn't
She
No, I
doesn't Okay. Which one is which? This
Those
is.
are pretty.
Yeah.
The D20 has glitter that swirls around.
No, it
They
doesn't.
all do. It just isn't as
So
prevalent in
20
all.
Roll that real quick. 24.
Okay, 24.
Roll that
You're going into the wall.
Oh shit.
Luckily you lucked out. You're only going to take 1 bludgeoning damage
Oh,
again.
great. I'll just like kind of get pulled into the room and just sort of like try to like hit them, but like fail, slam to the wall.
I like how I feel like cats are like glitter.
Do I
Those are pretty.
get penalties for being within melee range and shooting a ranged weapon?
Not mine.
They're not in melee range.
Well,
You slammed because what I was getting at is you willingly got pulled, but how the wind is pulling, you got whipped into the wall that you're up against instead of moving into the room.
oh,
So you would have either ran into Nia to go towards the room,
I see.
or you were going to go into the wall. You ended up going into the wall.
Oh, I thought the wall meant inside of the room. It's fine. I will just kind of peek my little roboted head around the corner.
You're like plastered on this fucking wall.
Yeah.
So like it's literally like you're kind of just leaning a little bit more.
Sure.
Pulling the gun through.
I'll just sort of like take my full action, please, sir.
Go, gadget, extendo arms.
Sure.
Who are you
I'll
targeting?
Just roll both my. I'm gonna do one on each.
To throw, you have an additional +1.
Okay. The fray is gonna be 17.
17 will hit. Go and roll me
And
damage.
then the other one's 10.
Okay. The one on the shield will miss.
Okay. Very good roll. That's going to be a 15 points of damage on the fray.
How do you end it?
Take him out.
I'll just like my shot will like not necessarily be what is the final killing blow, but because it was enough damage, he lost his ability to maintain his form in the wind, and the wind will pick him up and just slam him into a wall like a windshield on that 15.
Yeah, there's just
Oh
a
my
big bug
God.
splatter on the
Yeah,
wall.
yeah.
Imagine Nia looked a little concerned as you hit the wall, but watching the bug then hit the wall a little bit after, she just kind of looks over at John and nods.
I windshield cleaners I like on my eyeballs kind of wipe off the glue.
All right, that'll bring us to UT.
Okay, I'm gonna try to end this, you guys.
Do it.
But it's gonna involve me getting sucked into the vortex. Okay, T is going to walk into up here if he can, but that will put me in line of the.
Yeah, as soon as you walk into that column, you feel the wind pull you. Go ahead and give me that reflex save. Where you're positioned, DC is 20.
Reflex.
Wouldn't it be 15?
No, because we're John is at is 25.
I rolled a 19.
Okay, so you're gonna move forward. Nia, give me a reflex save.
Okay.
I was going to try and do it, but it needs to be louder.
That is a 13.
Unfortunately, T, in his enthusiasm to end the fight, moves into the air column, and as soon as he does, he gets sucked towards you, and before you have a chance to do anything, he plows into you, knocking both of you 5 feet forward.
Oh my god.
I moved yes.
You guys will take 6 bludgeoning damage. Yeah, John got all the luck rolls. I rolled 2 1s for him.
Okay. T is just having a bad day with his headache at the moment, and takes his frustration and just, like with a lazy eye, just kind of points his disintegrator pistol and just tries to end this motherfucker.
Perfect.
Just kind of hold it loosely in your hand.
It's shooting with the non-dominant
Yeah.
hand.
Yeah.
Okay, well that is a 7.
Oh,
Yeah, so in classic T fashion, you go to like flip it out, and the gun is facing you. You go to fire, so it shoots backwards.
Oh my
I
god.
should have gone with my instinct. Swirly Durley would have worked perfect.
oh.
I look over to John. I'm sorry, I'm disappointed.
I'm like glued to the wall. It's okay. I don't know
I'll
what
kill him
to
in a
say.
second. It'll be fine. Mia kind
Okay.
of trying to stand back.
This is going to bring us to Sparks. Sparks is going to switch to her ranged weapon.
Yes, that's a plus
You're going to
5.
see her jump up and let the wind pull her closer.
Sparks flying in the wind.
Yeah. You hear a whee as she whips out her.
Fire.
That's 11.
Plus 6.
So that's a 17, which will hit. What's our dice roll?
Oh, actually, it's plus 5 for the pistol, sorry.
Will still hit. What's her modifier?
1d8 plus 2.
Oh, nice.
Son.
It's got killer stats.
Even with minimum, that might do it.
Oh, then. You said D8? I rolled
Yeah,
the wrong
D8.
fucking one. It's like, that's 9. That doesn't make sense. That's 1 plus what?
2.
So that'll be 3. Not quite ending him.
Oh my Lanta.
He's almost there.
He's had like 4 people take rounds on him.
But he's got like 1 HP.
It's the wind.
It's the wind.
I offered to turn it
No,
up,
leave the
Well,
wind on.
Nia, we're just waiting for you to end it. It's your turn.
Yeah, bring us home.
As I'm yelling, can you please do their job for them?
I literally killed 3 of the goddamn bugs.
Not
Rejuvenator's
none
like-
of the 3 are these guys.
Rejuvenator's like, wait, I got 2 of them. Like, the Tohack brothers over here mopping the floor with these guys.
We can do a coup de grace action as a full action.
Oh, really?
But the problem is you have to be in melee range for it.
I will do this.
Unless Nia finishes it now.
I feel like I've been doing pretty good with my saves. So in the fashion of throwing more things into this mess of
I guess if you would like to do a coup de grace, you need to make your save or be pulled.
oh, that's right.
Oh,
And
Yeah,
you're
make my
in the-
save.
In the 30 range.
Oh, fine.
In the 30
I don't even
range.
think I can pass this, but we're gonna try regardless.
I mean, the best case scenario is you get pulled straight into the melee, so that's fine.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, the Sheeran is in the center of the cyclone, so...
Oh dear. That's a 3. So
Okay.
I got a 10.
So you're going to move into the adjacent square there,
A
so...
coup de grace, they have to be 10 plus your level for a fortitude save, and then they just die. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I don't think it works that way on this one.
Well, and do I have access to a coup de grace? I haven't seen that on any.
It's a full action.
Oh, okay.
It's a...
But it may also have like enough HP to just take down minimum.
Yeah. Let me pull up what it reads on here so that you know the full...
So say if I can do it, sounds cool.
What's the worst that it
So
can
it's
happen?
on...
This.
Exactly.
actions.
Just like everyone else.
So, coup de grace, as a full action, you can deliver a special attack called coup de grace to an adjacent helpless opponent. You automatically hit and score a crit hit. I wouldn't say he's helpless, so I don't think it qualifies. Though previous ones we've done they were oblivious to you attacking him.
Oh, I see. Okay.
In that
Okay.
case,
No, you're good. This one's slightly different than I think D&D's version of coup de grace.
We are going to try another
What?
hazard. I think.
Not in the book.
That's the only damage spell that doesn't cost me more slots because I'm running out.
You could always use your weapons.
I always forget those exist.
Yeah, I know we kind of get desensitized in D&D where it's like if you're a spellcaster, you're casting spells, you don't really use anything else. Here, they kind of make the weapons just as important.
Yeah.
All classes can use one for the most part.
Since we determined that I could attack with my...
So you could pull out a melee weapon, you have your binder orb.
Oh, Infinite Tech has a melee option, so I think I'm going to go with that. Nia is going to reach into a portal that spawns on her right, and she's going to pull out a set of just, I'm going to go with brass.
Oh.
I was thinking brass knuckles, but the problem is she's a dex-based character, so I don't know if that works, but we're going to run it, because
They're
that's
lightweight.
what Brain said.
See, I thought you were going to reach out, you're going to pull out like fucking Mace Windu's lightsaber. Like...
That would have been so good! That would have been so good!
Still
Giving me...
Because I think you get to determine what type of damage it does, right?
That's so cool. You
So
just
cool.
reach your hand into a portal and yoink out.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna borrow this for a few minutes. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's also
Suddenly-
funny, like she's stealing the gun from somebody who's actively using it in like a gun.
Yeah, suddenly Mace Windu is like all of a sudden without lightsaber in the middle of combat.
Well, depending on what track you go with like the Witch Warper, one of the things you get is you can respec by pulling from an alternate version of yourself.
It's paradigm
What?
shift.
What?
I was
I
gonna
have
say.
That's wild.
I was
That's
gonna say,
cool.
that's
So it's basically
cool.
like if you're like, I put the wrong points in the wrong skills, you get to reset them
You
essentially.
pull from your bank vault. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Witch Warper has so much fun stuff. I almost overwhelmed.
That's like
myself
Loki,
with it.
kind of like Scarlet Witch vibes.
Yeah.
I kind of
No,
wish I
for
would
sure.
take that. That would have been so
Yeah.
fun.
Like
Yeah, I was gonna
reality
say, to be fair, whenever we were running it, I was running off of the core rules, so like Witch Warper wasn't really one of the options.
So what I'm saying is, it's your fault. Is
Yeah.
what you're saying. Fair.
Well, because like one of the other spellcasters is the precog, so you're basically like you see into the future, and your spells are based off of like that.
I think as far as this being my first real like entry into D&D, this was like a good character.
Yeah, no,
I think if I would have
that's
had
why I
any
picked
other,
Soldier.
yeah, if I would have.
So the two I would have picked would have either been the Technomancer or the Solarian.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, please.
I was just gonna say, I think I'm gonna go with acid damage on this one. Although I did notice it does let you pick your damage type, and you get to pick between energy or kinetic. In the
Okay,
case
perfect.
Oh.
Well, it typically goes in line with your damage type. So if you pick acid, it's energy. If you pick piercing, it's kinetic. Got it.
Okay. Well, I'm picking acid in this case.
Okay, go ahead and roll me that melee attack.
Nicely.
Because I know it goes off of your caster level for those stats on those weapons. Which is why that one's kind of neat, is like, as a Witch Warper, I don't know if I'd ever actually get weapons, because the weapons you can pull out of the reality are based off of your caster level.
It's very nice. Although I did notice that basic melee has a different S than my...
Because it's based off of strength.
Based off of strength. Okay, that makes sense. So
Here we go. Oh dear lord, that's a nat 1.
Oh.
For a 3.
Boy.
I didn't do nothing.
Pull out a possum instead.
So we decided Knuckles.
She pulls out a set of brass knuckles. I'm gonna say that they're kind of like a green, blackish, sort of like a dark, icky, like ichor looking almost. And she
Okay.
goes to swing at him and just full on misses because she's not familiar with the brass knuckles. And she kind of looks at him like, oh, I'm swinging.
Well, and then you've also got a fucking Cat 5 Hurricane in here, so it's like whipping, like...
Going with the wind too, and she just whiffs it entirely. Shit. Damn the... I brought the wind, but it's my own fault. Just kind of sits there frustrated for a minute.
Raya, are you a leaf on the wind to end this?
Why not? Let's roll. So am I in view of him or am I have to move forward? I think I'm gonna have to move forward. I think there's too many people in the way.
It's not so much the people. There's a wall here, so you would have to move at least one over to get.
Would I fall into the thing?
No, because I'm going to say it's the width reduces after this, kind of narrowing back up.
Yeah.
Your hair is being blown by the wind.
Okay.
For dramatic effect.
I'm gonna go ahead and again use my plasma claw.
All right, shoot this claw out.
Get him.
The claw.
The claw. My kids figured out what's it called? Charlie the Unicorn. So now they run around. They're like the door.
Oh my god, that's like classic YouTube
like,
there.
That's like what 2000.
Would you roll?
2000.
I have a 7. My
So
attack bonus is 6.
So you rolled in that one.
Did I? 7 plus 6.
13.
Oh! I thought you said you rolled a 7, and your modifier was +6. You rolled a nat 1, and that's why you were hesitant.
No.
13 does not hit.
Oh, that's why you tried to not want to die.
You see the claw reach out, and it's got the like electric wire sort of thing that connects it back to the like actual portion of the gun. And as soon as it hits like the heart of the hurricane, it goes up like this as it pulls back in.
Never gonna die.
He's standing in the eye of the hurricane, refusing death.
Why did your kids come across Charlie the Unicorn?
My
Show them?
stupid. I'm so angry. I said my stupid husband had it playing in the background.
Oh my
on
god.
a video.
Well, at least
And so they're like,
he honors the classics.
No, because then my kids just run around all day. They're like the door.
Okay, Nia, this Sheeran is going to make an attack with his resonant staff. That's a 17 on your EAC.
I think I have 18 for both of those.
At any point, you can move away.
All right, so
Wow.
you'll see his staff kind of whiff up as well as the wind
that's true.
sort of pulls it. Yeah, because she also gets bonuses if she uses the armor from alternate reality. Not that that's what she's got on right now, but I think whatever she's got is pretty beefy in
She's
general.
got some good armor on her for right now.
Okay, that will bring us.
Are they making a ranged attack?
No, it was melee.
They swung at me. Unfortunately.
They're resonant staff, the sonic staff. All right, Delilah. That'll bring us up to you. Go ahead and give us the save.
I just need to sneeze on this guy. Gosh.
Something's got to connect.
That's 4, I think. 14.
You're gonna get yanked towards the
she's
door.
against the wall, so,
So,
bludgeoning.
Roll me a percentile to see if you go into the wall or if you go toward the center of the.
I'm more likely to kill this person by just allowing myself to get sucked in by the wind and whacking into them with my body than I am to punching them.
I mean, if we all take a turn, that's true.
We're all just like, all right, next to mine.
83.
Next in
Okay,
line.
she's gonna move in towards the center of the door. There.
Alright.
Okay, gosh, you guys.
You got this.
I'm gonna try my gun again.
Yeah, I was gonna say hit him with the dragon
Oh.
pistol.
Faith, you've got this.
Come on.
Easy.
Come on.
I need to try one of those pretty dice. Maybe I'll
Yeah.
Just careful. Apparently they're pointy.
They are,
I
they're
stab
bullets.
people. 10
Oh, plus.
plus 6, 16.
16 will hit. Roll me
Yeah!
Let's go.
This guy's like, oh, come on already.
I'm in the fucking eye of this goddamn
I
hurricane.
feel like this guy wants to die. He's like, please just end it for
I
me.
think you just-
Let me die.
Just shut the door and just let him
3 points of
suffocate.
damage?
Whack him out.
Stop. Stop.
This dude is hanging on by a thread.
Oh my god. Stop.
This bastard!
I need you to
If
lay into him and bludgeon him by the force.
Oh, Nia's
I need
ready
another
to lay into
distraction.
him if it gets
Can
her
you
turn.
imagine if that's how he dies? We just ended up hitting him like with our own bodies, and that's how he finally died.
That is legitimately my plan when it's like,
Just throw yourself at him.
yes. I have no more spells I can use against this guy. Rejuvenor
Oh, maybe
is
we're
gonna
going
move
to say this.
here. Help.
Reggie, please.
Reggie.
You're my brother.
Okay.
Help me.
He is going to get pulled into Delilah. So we're going to both take 2 bludgeoning.
At least it's only 2. You guys just nudge
But he's using the wind to aim over her shoulder with his breaching gun, which was a 28 to hit.
Okay.
Do more damage. Please.
I beg you.
Remove my damage.
Doing 24 piercing to the
Yeah.
sheer, and then only
There
had 1
we
health left.
go.
Please subscribe to the
One
Elf
health left?
Buffers ended.
I'm so bad.
I need to hear how this guy dies. Please.
So Rejuvenator moved into the column as he was pulling out this breaching shotgun, and as he flows with the wind into Delilah's back, he pulls a blast, and you see the midsection or the thorax of the shear completely obliterated. So there's 2 halves
Oh.
to the ground.
Oh.
I imagine we're then picked up by the wind and flung around.
Yeah, now you got sheer and guts spinning in the cyclone. So I would say Delilah and Nia are both covered in bug guts at this point.
At which point Nia would immediately end the spell, like waving her arms in the air, like, I am covered in bug, but at least they're dead.
All right, that will end in combat for us
Wow.
here.
T is just gonna casually stroll up and use psychokinetic hand. Just rub off. It's just smearing the.
I'll notice that you're doing that and try to help because I also have something you can. And so we're just trading in that.
Oh my God.
Is Nia also going to jump in on the psychokinetic hand?
Well, is this happening?
Yeah.
So she would just kind of sit there like,
What is happening? Oh my god.
wipes the bug off her eyes. Thank you.
Okay.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, my psychokinetic hand pulls away and then just kind of shakes itself off.
Oh my God.
Okay. Following the end of combat here, Rejuvenator will kind of assess the group. Raya, you'll notice as he makes eye contact with you. Are you Raya from the Manted Reserve here on Castroville?
Yeah, how do you know that?
I'm sorry to inform you that the reserve has recently become in range of swarm control. We are not sure if any swarm have actually invaded the town, but the task force that arrived before you guys from the PWC, once they learned that you were from the reserve, they headed that way, and we haven't heard from them since. I'm sorry for bringing up such bad news at a time like this, but if we are successful here, there should be no worry for your family.
I don't even know what to say. I kind of just blink a few times at him and...
No, that's fair. We probably would have went that way first before coming this way, but we didn't really get a chance to sit down and talk beforehand.
Yes, we're sorry. We may have made the wrong call. We just got separated. We weren't sure where you went.
That's fair. I did go away for a little bit to study and research.
Maybe there's a chance we could still help your home.
Let's hope. Hopefully we'll hear contact from him soon.
He kind of nods to her with a
Where are we relative to where that would be on Castroville?
The Manted Reserve For those of you that saw the screen whenever they pulled up the circles, it would have been on the very edge of one of the smaller circles.
Okay.
So it was very close to where the Liberation Force was.
I see.
You guys are very deep into Swarm territory now. So you are at the center of the biggest circle from where they had like the threat level, essentially. As you guys have a chance to kind of assess this room here, you'll see some humans and elves kind of in this room in particular scattered around. The room that Sparks is in mirrors a room across the hall. The difference being the one Sparks is in decent condition, whereas the other one is a hot mess.
Almost like a cyclone over here.
But you'll see humans and elves and a couple of other non-insectoid species on some tables in various stages of conversion. So you can see some are convulsing as they start to be converted into insectoid creatures. So they have like this sort of tendrils coming out of where their heart should be and spreading out. You see that some of them have part of their body converted into an insectoid structure, so like their legs are insectoid versus what they originally were. And there are a handful of them that are completely converted into various types of insectoids. These ones in particular are hooked up to mental probes for programming.
Is anyone opposed to me just start the blasting?
For those of you inclined, if you'd like to make a life science check to get a little bit more details.
Yes.
Life science is my thing. I'm good at this. Oh, actually, no.
You're good at physical science, I
I
think.
do have a +7 though, so I still will.
I have a 12 for life science.
Oh my
Of course. This is where I get my nat 20. Okay, that's a 27, Dio.
Okay, perfect.
No, actually, that's a 30.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
Okay. What else do we have? Raya, would you end up getting?
17 plus a 12, 29.
Oh, okay.
What
So
about you?
18.
18.
I just had a natural.
Okay.
For me, I wouldn't know.
Okay. Delilah, as you kind of like look over the consoles that are operating in that room, or if you make your way over to the other hallway, you kind of learn that what happens is these creatures are deemed sturdier as far as the swarm is concerned, and the only way to convert them is to apply a swarm heart to them. As Raya and T, as you're looking over this console as well, these victims are given a swarm heart that they ingest that essentially harvests their genetic material and converts it into an insectoid hivemind creature. Most of these end up becoming beta hive minds that are stronger than basic drones but weaker than the minor hive minds. As you're reading through this, you will also learn that once a swarm heart has been placed into a victim, they are now reliant on the hive mind and will pass away as soon as the mental connection is severed.
So they're creating.
We were warned about these type of guys, right? Or this is
This is worse than what you were warned of, because
okay.
you were warned of insectoid creatures by nature, and that if they were under the hive mind for too long, they would die. But if they're not under swarm control for an extended period of time, they will be able to regain their faculties. These creatures, as soon as the swarm heart is applied to them,
That's it.
they are now reliant because it effectively is altering their genetic makeup.
These creatures are too far gone. If we are successful in destroying them, they will die anyway. At this point, stop their transformation.
The paths converge in one place, and that is the end. May as well make it out.
I agree.
I'm curious to know how many more of the assembly lines they have.
If they've already had a system in place, they guarantee there's one.
I'm not going to require any rules. They're all helpless creatures in here. Most of them aren't even cognizant of you in the room.
Yeah, I'll take out a couple of their skulls.
Listen, I'm not sure how much further you have to do, nor I'm not sure if you have been channel. It might be time to take a rest.
I don't disagree. Should we check out these other 2 rooms before we rest up?
Yeah, I think we should make sure that no one is going to cut the funds. And maybe we can check to see if the doors can close again. Like, if we can, like, lock the doors.
I'd lock ourselves in.
Yeah.
Why would we lock ourselves in?
So while you're resting,
we can't get fucked.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Because we have to sleep to gain spell slots.
Yeah.
so effectively you have to have at least 8 hours of rest in order to get spell slots regen.
I have 1 first and 1 second left.
Me as well.
Okay.
Okay.
The 2 rooms that you haven't explored yet, doors are operating fine. Room 3, door seems to be operating fine. Room 4, with the damage from the cyclone, it's one of those, like, the door like shutters as it's moving in, and when it does close, there's like an opening, and you can tell that there was a little bit of mechanical damage from the cyclone.
Can we all fit in room 3?
Might be a tight fit.
What is that? Is it?
It's a 20 by 20 room.
Yeah. So you got
Yeah,
effectively 80 feet
80 square feet.
or 20 by 20.
That'd be
200
yeah.
Oh, this is.
or 400.
400. That's big enough.
Yeah. So you guys have like 400 feet if you were to go to. It does not by default have a lock on it, so you would need to do a computers or engineering check to apply a lock to that room.
Okay, but these do?
Those ones innately have a lock on them.
Okay.
Whoever does the computer engineering check, I'm going to use a result to help.
I have a +10, but I think Sparks.
Before we set ourselves up in that room, Nia would like to take a quick peek into these other
I was
Okay.
gonna say.
spaces, just to make sure there's nothing important there.
Perfect. Similar to the other 2 rooms, these are mirrored. You'll see a series of equipment. You can see there's some pipes running into the soil walls that seem to be pumping something into the compound. If you'd like to identify this, either give me a life science or computers check to play around with the consoles in there.
Nia only has one input with those, but we're gonna try.
I rolled a 15 and I have life science of 12.
Jesus.
Okay, 27. Perfect.
27.
We'll go with computers on this one. Ooh, that was a good one. That's an 18 plus 1 is 19.
Yeah, it's easy for you both as you're fiddling around with the consoles. We could even say you guys went into separate rooms to see if there's something different, unless you want to be in the same room. They're the same as far as what they're doing. It would reveal that the life essence of the planet is being pumped into these rooms. You can see that there are additional tubing and whatnot going down below into the floor.
Nia kind of just makes a face. It feels like it's taking too much. She would walk back to the room to see what Raya has to say about what she saw.
So it seems like something's being pumped into the ground.
They're taking the life force away from this planet, it seems, using it for something. It's not good, whatever it is.
But what's underneath? Is there any way that...
I think the base goes down further.
There's some
We're on
stairs
level 2
around
right
the hall.
Right?
Yeah.
So we probably have more to explore.
So
Yeah.
Nia would give a brief description since Raya wasn't here of this kind of back hallway area. Because would we have seen the stairs going down
We
from
didn't
over
explore
this spot?
further down. We stopped about here.
Yeah, once you confirm that that hallway was done, you guys didn't go any further.
So we wouldn't know that.
If you would like to say that you guys finish exploring the rest of this room for brevity, you would see that on the end of those hallways that there's tunnels leading back down. Specifically that section here on both sides leads down.
So my fear is that we have an assembly line here.
Makes sense.
Probably creation.
Something to do with it for certain. I'm not sure, but it definitely seems like they're building something. Building something big. And I think you may be right. They may be building some more place. Something is going on here that we have to figure out.
Before we explore, we should probably rest up though.
Nia kind of looks down at her disheveled frame. I don't have a lot of magic left in me right now, so yes, please.
I look at you because you still have crumbs and stickiness everywhere. I'm like, okay.
Let's see if we can find her a shower.
Yeah.
We'll stand without the potion.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do you guys relate this?
Oh, Nia absolutely would relay everything.
Well, I'm still of the opinion that we still blow that shit up.
I was just about to say the same
No.
thing. I like this guy.
Before we blow anything up on this level, we should probably explore further down.
I'm not saying now, but definitely before we leave.
I was leaning towards doing it now, but I can see why that might be a bad idea.
For once, I'm going to actually agree with Shanti and say we wait.
For once.
For what?
I am a master of espionage and saboteur.
How many guys did you take down?
Well, to be honest, I mean...
Okay, so I think we should probably
I
split up and take a rest.
I kind of blanked out for about half of that fight.
Yeah, don't forget he did turn kind of a little bit spiky or something.
What are you talking about?
Nia kind of looks at it. You don't remember? You didn't.
Remember what?
Oh dear. Gods, we have. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Gee, don't worry about it. I'm sure it's fine.
I do have a roaring headache. I'm gonna go rest now. I'll help you with the door, but I'm going. I need rest.
I think the smart one here is this little one that we haven't. Also, what is your name?
Yes. Actually, we should all just like randomly see her, and then we're like,
Pan over to Dolly and be like,
yeah,
hello.
we all just pan over to her and be like, hi.
Hello, my name's Delilah.
Hey there, Delilah.
I guess
You shut your mouth.
I knew that was coming when I picked the name.
I'm sorry. Continue.
I guess I can handle the locks, but I'm also curious what's going on here. I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with this force here.
From what they were explaining, whatever is being taken out from this planet down below, it could be what's powering the hive mind if it's not a single entity, or if it's a machine.
It could be what the hive mind is feeding off of potentially also.
And does it look like there's a way we could destroy it?
Well,
Whatever they're doing, the thing they're pulling the energy from? No.
Quick question. You said the liquid is being funneled down?
So there's pipes into the soil that's pulling it into that room, and then
And
there's
going
tubing going down below.
The problem
There is a computer
Oh.
in said room where they got this information from.
well, I mean, enough explosives usually answers the problem.
No exclusives yet.
I can do a computer check on the computer in there and see if we can turn it off or something.
If we turn it off now, though, we risk letting them know that we're here and that we've taken out 2 of the
True.
levels already.
Well, maybe I'll inspect it and not do anything.
That could be good, for sure.
Okay, give me a engineering computers check.
Oh, I'll go with her, and I'm going to use some resolve points to help boost her roll.
Okay.
I'm going to use exceptional aid.
Okay. That's what, one resolve point to give a boost to something?
Yeah, to roll your skill check twice and use a higher result. If you succeed, the creature you're aiding gains +3. So do I also need to roll computers?
No, she just gets to roll twice and then she...
No, he needs to roll twice on something.
So it doesn't say specifically what that roll is. Is it for... Like,
What? Sorry, read it again.
It says, when you attempt to aid another on a skill check, you can spend 1 resolve point to roll your skill check twice and use the higher result. If you succeed, The creature you're aiding gains a +3 to their skill check.
So you need to describe how you're aiding her, and we're going to roll a skill check based off of how you're aiding.
I am going to, like, speak of how we could potentially, well, all jokes aside, like, what we could do if her situation doesn't fail. I mean, if it fails, like, we could up, or we could, like,
You're pulling a diplomacy
yeah,
route.
I'm taking a diplomacy route.
Okay.
Like, speaking to her about other options if we can't find another way.
I was thinking she would be like on top, and then when she gets failed, you're like, never mind. I can like go into the wires and actually
Reverse the flow.
You
Yeah.
don't want T to do that. I am worse with computers than I am with grenades.
So if we do that, it will blow up, is what I'm hearing.
Okay, go ahead and give me those
I
rolls.
see that D20.
Yeah, I got a 21.
Okay. Nice. With diplomacy, that is a 28.
Perfect. You'd have the +3. You were going to pass it anyways.
She passes with 24.
Yeah. Essentially, as you're digging deeper in, what you're able to confirm is kind of the suspicion you already had, is that this is running down into the hive mind below, and you do have the ability to turn it off, preventing it from getting this energy. As far as you can tell, there would have been no negative effect from just destroying the equipment.
Interesting.
There's no negative effect of us destroying the.
Are we able to tell if there'd be any, like, alert system or alarm system trigger?
If we turn it off, they know.
You, as far as you're aware, the whole alarm system was based on getting into the room in the first place.
Okay, so we already triggered that.
Yeah, they don't have Norton or anything on there.
It's mega.
Well, you guys, I discovered that we can turn it off, and it probably shouldn't detect them. Do you think we should?
Maybe we do it after our rest and do it before we head down.
I think that's a good plan, but definitely if we can turn it off, we should. Okay.
Because we don't know if it's a food source or if it's what's powering this hive mind, it could be a huge boon for us if we shut it off.
Delilah, you also would confirm that each of those rooms are a separate input, so they'll need to be shut off in each room to shut off the supply completely.
Oh, I thought it was just those two rooms that had.
Yeah, just those 2 rooms, but
okay.
it's not one console for both. You have to turn off in both,
I see.
or destroy both. Either way.
I don't think it's a good idea to shut off because we don't know what it is, what exactly it's feeding into.
Well, and if there's a chance we go downstairs and we see whatever it's pulling into, we could get an idea and come back up later. No one's back here, right? Yeah, right.
I agree. Because
In
what
theory.
what if we turn it off and then we awaken something worse?
There's potential. We're dealing with the unknown, and
Well, we're dealing with the swarm, but yes, go on.
I forgot.
Yeah, exactly.
I am of the opinion that regardless of what we do, we're in a rough situation right now anyway. If we can weaken them in some way prior to us getting further involved, I kind of liked it. It's also kind of just mischievous.
Would I know in any of my studies? Would I be able to tell like what this substance could be used for?
Okay, that's a good question.
That's a really good question, yeah.
Give me a life science.
Sir!
So, because like we're dealing with oil here, basically, in a certain
A
sense,
sort of sludge.
some sort
yeah.
of like life essence boiled down into goo.
A 13 plus a 12, or sorry, a 12.
Wow.
So 25.
Jesus, dude, you haven't rolled lower than 20 this
I don't want to talk about
She-
it because
she-
I'm actually upset. After getting one?
None of your previous experience has seen anything like this.
Okay.
No one has really been this up and close and personal with the swarm and really lived to tell about it. All your previous history about the swarm has implied that they take a planet, devour everything,
Did you finish?
and no one's left. Um,
Slide
the-
pause to this. I'm so sorry. Congratulations.
I
Congratulations.
don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
You know that it is effectively the life essence, and as you're thinking about it more, the reason why El Dorado is as arid as it is now is because of what's happening with this machine.
El Dorado is a town that we passed on the way into.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So-
like barren,
So you,
right?
having grown up on Castrovel, were privy to, while it was a little bit more arid of a region, it was still a little bit more of a jungle sort of environment on
Mhm.
Castrovel in general. So like it would be more like the equator sort of environment where it's like hot and swampy, so there's still like vegetation. So the fact that there's nothing but dirt up there implies that it's literally sucking the life out of the surrounding area.
Rejuvenor, you sent us out on this brigade. What are your opinions?
That's a little out of my field of study, but if I had to guess, it's a similar concept to taking energy to create life as far as like technomancery is, where I put energy into materials to create life. If I had to guess, this is amplifying whatever it's connected up to.
Do you think it's wise to disconnect it now?
I think your point that it may notify whatever it's connected to as soon as we shut it off is valid. So if we intend on resting, I think we wait until after the rest to do so. But I do think it's probably in our best.
No, cookie, no.
The word escaped me. The
Interest?
best interest to disable it before going down, because if we confront a creature that's hooked up to this, it is getting supplied by the life energy of the planet.
Cookie.
Yeah, I agree. Because if we're gonna go down there anyway next, then like we're gonna be fighting whatever's down there regardless.
If we're already planning to go down into the next level of strength, I think Rejuvenor's right. Wait till after the rest, shut it off, and then make the consequences.
Yeah.
And
Because worst case scenario, they come up to meet us, but we were gonna go down to meet them anyway. So
to me, everything is a blur right now because all I know is that my life planet
Yeah,
is
it's being destroyed.
slowly dying. So
Yeah.
I'm just in a corner in a daze, like upset. To bed.
He has to say,
Okay.
Yes.
If you guys are moving into that room and wanting to enable the lock, someone give me an engineering or computers check to add a lock function to the door.
I'm going to spend another resolve point. T being the expert in things of this nature is going to try to tell them how to do their job.
I'm
I'm just
captain.
going, after they take a step, I'm going to like look at them like, I think that was the right one.
Oh my god.
Exactly what I would have done.
Okay, perfect. What's your skill check that you're arguing for?
I think I'm gonna go off a bluff because he doesn't know what he's doing.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
I can roll it, or you can. I think that's
That is a 23.
Perfect. Yep, they'll get the plus 3.
12, and my engineering is
Fake it until I
13.
make it.
My computers is 13, and my engineering is 12.
Oh, so you guys have mirrors.
You're
You
at-
split
so
the
we keep
difference.
the
Who
same.
would rather have it?
Whoever
I
rolls
won
gets
last
another.
time, so you can go.
Whoever rolls another, add plus 3 to that.
3, so 8 plus whichever one. So I'm over 20.
Which one would you like to pick? Every 5 over the DC will increase the level of security you apply to the door.
I'm gonna say computers, right? Because I'm doing.
Does that get you to 25?
Yes.
Or 26?
I have a 13. for
13 plus
computers.
8.
So 21 plus 3 is 20.
It's a secure amount of security that you get to apply in there. And as far as you guys are aware, you cleared out the entire floor above and this entire floor, so really the risk is something coming up from below, but you feel relatively secure and that you've got this locked, and that at the minimum, if they do manage to pop it, it's going to set off a trigger.
Of some sort.
Mhm.
Okay.
I take it that's probably where we're looking to end.
I just
today.
want to add one more cherry on top. Okay. So I just like, while everyone's like getting ready, I just sort of stand in the corner, you know, just because I don't necessarily need to lay on the floor. I'm going to, from my eyes, project onto the ceiling and the walls, just like a starscape,
Oh
you
my
know?
God. Do you need to get plugged in?
I left my USB device on the ship. I have some internal batteries to go off of. We'll be fine.
Okay.
You guys are able to kind of like remove the swarm heart creatures out of the way. If you'd like to use the medical beds that are in there. It's not as robust as far as the medical bay on the floor above, but you do have some of the basic like sanitary wipes, that type of stuff. So it's relatively easy to get cleaned up as well as you're taking this rest. But I think that's where we'll leave it off for tonight.
All right.
Before I close it, I have one more.
Okay.
So, we're all kind of laying down on our beds, trying to fall asleep. I'm unable to fall asleep because I'm so upset, and I know that John's the only one awake. So I go to John and I say, I really like your stars, but can you make it what Cashflow used to be like?
This is the first time I've been to this planet, so I'll just.
Give me a life science
Okay.
check.
All right.
I'm making it worse. I thought this would be simpler.
No. Life science. That's not bad.
Because you have looked up Castrovel in the introsphere before you came here.
Oh yes, that's right. Oh, this means 18.
18. You're not sure what she's referring to whenever she says what Castrovel used to look like. So you just pick whatever decade seems to be the most realistic.
Sure.
And that's the weather forecast from that day that you put up.
Okay.
I love it even more. Because it's what my parents used to watch while I was studying at the
That's
dining room
right.
table.
So it's one of those days where it's like the kind of like in the South where it's like those like summer showers that come in and they like pours for like 20 minutes and then it comes back and the sun comes back out and you kind of like just cycle that for the rest of the evening.
Get some nice rain noise in the
so
background.
sweet.
I also like to think though, it's like when you use a projector and there's no like cloth on the wall, so it's like kind of hard to like pick
Yeah.
out the details and stuff.
I like it.
And if you like, you add in the sound effects to accompany.
Oh, of course.
It's
Yeah.
a Bluetooth
I'll just like.
speaker.
I'll just like.
It's
Oh
a
no, my
barely
mouth.
functioning Bluetooth speaker
Yeah.
in the corner.
Yeah.
It's
Sure.
it's like the freaking speakers at the like, dinosaur park. And it's just
Yeah.
Coming out.
It's crazy.
But it's only like the sound bite is only 2.5 minutes long, so like every
It
2.5
just
minutes it
repeats.
repeats. Yeah. It's like really
I love
obvious.
it. I love it.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Oh.
GG,
I'm
buddy.
so sad.